Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Tuesday, May 30th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORIONNWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got MLB action tonight. The New York Yankees versus the Seattle Mariners. Live play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. So we're going to get first pitch here in about 13 minutes. I do appreciate Megan right out of the gates, even before the stream even started. $20 dono. She says, let's go Yankees. A little something to get things started. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $20 holla right out of the gates. I appreciate that very, very much. Jace is in the building, says, go Yankees. This is going to be good. Like I said, me being as a Mariner fan, regardless of what the Yankee record is, even though it is quite good right now at 33-23, they could be 23-33, and it would still be a good game. Like I said, sometimes the Yankees start slow. Sometimes the Mariners start slow. But you just got to be able to kind of stay pace with all the other teams until you get to the All-Star break. But I am excited for this particular matchup, and let's go over some of the starting lineups that we have here today. And then we'll start off with the visiting New York Yankees. And when they came into Seattle last year, I was there, and I was lucky enough to get one of the Aaron Judge baseballs in that very historic 62 home run year last year. Not very many people have an opportunity to be able to get anything Aaron Judge. So I definitely feel very, very blessed. Leading off for the New York Yankees, second baseman Gleyber Torres. Batting second in the lineup, the best player on possibly all of Earth, besides maybe Shohei Ohtani. We're talking about the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that is the modern day Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, if it's not Mike Trout, Aaron Judge. And he went yard twice last night when I went to go see him. He did go yard in that game as well. He loves playing in Seattle. He goes yard here often. And even when we have a good pitcher, Aaron Judge is going to get homers off great pitchers, elite pitchers, or even the Budio pitchers. And there's probably a good probability that he goes yard tonight as well. Batting third, DHing today, Willie Calhoun. Batting fourth, third baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Batting fifth, left fielder Isaiah Giner-Falefa. Batting sixth, first baseman Jake Bowers. Batting seventh, shortstop Anthony Volpe. He's the new thing, the new phenom. Struggling a little bit, but he'll get there. Batting eighth, catcher Jose Trevino. And batting ninth, center fielder Greg Allen. So if you're looking at the lineup, obviously, you notice there's a few people missing out of the lineup, and there's kind of some lower name guys that are in there or newer. So it's definitely a new team trying to be able to figure things out with the lineup, and they have obviously it doesn't say they have any injured players per se, but if you look at the lineup, obviously you can tell at least one guy that's missing out of that lineup on a normal basis. And pitching for the Yankees today, Nestor Cortez. I see you, Nestor. 4-2 record, 5.30 ERA, 53 hits he's given up, but he's gotten 53 Ks. Okay, 16 walks. He's given up 10 homers. Hopefully we can, hopefully we can rough him up early, but just knowing him, he'll probably get into containment mode sooner than later. All right, baby, let's go to. Look at that thumb right there. Okay, Aaron Judge, I see you, baby. Let's go with the Mariners. And I'll get some photos here as well. Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Batting second, first baseman Ty France. Batting third, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Batting fourth and cleanup tonight, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Batting fifth, left fielder A.J. Pollock. And they're giving, obviously, a little bit of rest right now for Kelenic, who kind of banged his head against the home run wall last night trying to rob a home run. So we may see him later tonight. But just to give him a little bit of rest was a smart thing to do by Scott Service. Batting sixth, third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Batting seventh, catcher Tom Murphy. Batting eighth, second baseman Jose Caballero. And batting ninth, DHing tonight, Sam Haggerty. And on the mound for our Mariners, Logan Gilbert. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. And I appreciate you getting it started. $20 dono. Jason the building. What's good? Megan says, let me do another one. $2 holla. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Thank you so much. What would you like to see with your donations to kind of get things going? And I do really appreciate that. You really never know where things are going to come from a day-to-day basis. And you just, have to, be optimistic, and enjoy yourself, hang out, be a good influence. We vibe, and then we just see where we're going. But anytime the Mariners are playing, I'm going to be excited about it because it is one of my favorite teams. And on top of that, when I get to go against the Yankees, knowing that I could lose every game, that's exciting to me. I get more excited and up for the games that we can lose, like the Yankees and the Astros, right? And the Dodgers. It's like when we play the A's, yeah, I know we can play down to the competition and lose those games, or we might be able to sweep them like we did this year. But, you're not getting as excited for a Mariners-A's matchup when they're like the worst team in baseball, even though it's a rivalry matchup in the division. But when the Yankees come to town, you get a lot of people from Oregon, Idaho, Washington, Alaska that are going to come in there to see Aaron Judge. So, man, like I said, if I had extra money, I would probably be up there. So. Yes, much appreciated. Much appreciated. $22. Let's get to a hundo. Candace in the building. What's good? Hope you're doing well. Feel free to always come in whenever you want to be able to hang out or say hello. Oh, I got some ideas. Some Hack, some Pete, and how about some Jay-Z, huh? Jared in the building. What's good? Yeah, that is a possibility, but I mean, last night with Bryce, I mean, he is one of our good pitchers, but obviously, with Aaron Judge being Aaron Judge, I mean, it's very difficult to contain someone that great. That's playing. But normally when we play you guys, we normally don't get swept. We usually win 1 of 3, and sometimes when we're lucky, we'll win 2 of 3. So, I was there last year. I got an Aaron Judge ball when I was there, and I ended up getting a Julio ball last year as well, in his rookie season. So I know what the rivalry is about. I usually try to go see the Yankees once a year. I usually don't go to too many games, somewhere between 2 and 5 in a season. But usually one of those is typically Yankees to be able to not only get the memorabilia, but to be able to see some greatness. So he's playing great, man. And let me tell you, when I ended up getting that Aaron Judge ball when I was in Seattle last year, because I was sitting in the Yankee section behind the dugout, and there was multiple people that were offering $200-300, for it, but I was like, nah, and I got assaulted when I got it from the chick that was in front of me. So. Lots of memories with that. And, there's no way in hell. 62 home run season, one of the most special seasons of all time. And anything Aaron Judge is going to be worth lots of money, and it's just going to be super collectible. Yeah, I'm not going to give that up. Come on, man. It doesn't matter if I'm not necessarily a Yankee fan per se. I know what that's about. You know what I mean? You could go to a million Yankee games and never get anything Aaron Judge. So I definitely realize how special it was. So, all right, baby, let's go. Let's go. Get some photos here for Megan. Started it off. I appreciate you. And then any donations, we'll go and give you photos of whatever your favorite things are. And Megan is a Kraken fan like myself as well. Mariners. Her Seahawks, me Bucks. So not every single team. but definitely excited to be able to show some love back. Oh, there's a Griffey statue out front looking great. Got 3 minutes away from first pitch. I'll even throw some USC ones in there for you, too.
Ladies, welcome to my digestive system. When your gut and vaginal bacteria are off balance, you may feel it. But just one Align Women's Probiotic Daily helps soothe digestive upsets and support vaginal health. Welcome to an Align Gut.
In a kitchen, everything should work around you.
I appreciate you very, very much.
Every sense. The new Miele kitchen appliances are the perfect match for your every.
And we'll get into the starting lineups here one more time.
Intuitive technology designed around you. That's quality ahead of its time. Experience Miele and save up to $2,100 at Albert Lee Appliance.
Swedish Casino and Lodge is the perfect destination for your next getaway. Wake up to stunning views of the Dia Bay. Head to the casino floor for exciting slots and table games. Relax and recharge by cozying up in the lodge.
Nothing like some old school black and white photos, especially for people that are old school like us. It's like sometimes the black and white, it means more to me than the color. Obviously, color, it's more modern day. But sometimes with the black and white, it makes you kind of think, okay, what, if people don't know what era it's from, they're like, okay, is this 70s? Is this 80s? Is this 90s? And obviously most 90s stuff is going to be in color. But every once in a while, you'll have some guys that will have some stuff that's like black and white from the day, and incredibly dope. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's go, baby. Leading off for the Yankees, second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Batting second, right fielder, Aaron fucking Judge. Batting third, DH, Willie Calhoun. Batting fourth, third baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Batting fifth, left fielder, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Batting sixth, first baseman, Jake Bauers. Batting seventh, shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Batting eighth, catcher Jose Trevino. Batting ninth, center fielder Greg Allen. And on the mound for the Yankees, Nestor Cortez. Let's go. See, I ain't going to be hating. I'm going to make sure we give proper representation. You never know. You might end up getting some Yankee fans coming through, just looking to be able to watch the game. And leading off for the Mariners, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Batting second, first baseman Ty France. Batting third, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Batting fourth, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Batting fifth, left fielder A.J. Pollock. Batting sixth, third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Batting seventh, catcher Tom Murphy. Batting eighth, second baseman Jose Caballero. And batting ninth, DHing tonight, Sam Haggerty. On the mound, Logan fucking Gilbert. Let's go. First pitch is high for a ball. 1-0 count. Let's go. Let's go, baby. This is going to be a tough one tonight. This is not going to be easy. Torres in the box. Pitches inside for a nice strike. Let's go, Gilbert. We need you, man. Let's go. Yeah, Cortez is nasty. Even though I'm a Mariner fan, I don't really hate on the Yankees. I mean, like I said, I go see the Yankees every year. I'm not a bandwagon type of guy. I mean, my dad's a Dodger, guy since the 1950s. And even my dad, as a Dodger guy, obviously the Dodgers used to be in Brooklyn. There is a lot of connection with Yankees and Dodger fans. Yeah, there is going to be a rivalry there, but I think a lot of the old school fans have that love and respect of those two old school teams. And speaking of that, we're going to end up having Dodgers Yankees this weekend starting Friday. So I might do a couple games for my dad for the Dodgers for that as well. A nice little bloop single there by Gleyber Torres. No surprise. And they're going to hurt us in the first part of the lineup, and we'll give them their little Yankee love here. Gleyber Torres, Aaron Judge, and then once it gets to about LeMahieu, and then below that, it's kind of 50-50. You don't really know what you're going to get from the rest, but Obviously, right here. I mean, you don't want to walk him every time he's up because you don't want to, you want the fans to be able to, you want an opportunity to be able to strike Aaron Judge out. But also, too, you don't want him to go yard once, twice, 3 times. But you don't want to be that guy that walks him every time either. We got like that with Barry Bonds kind of at the end of the career and Mark McGwire. But at some point, we just want to be able to see him go yard, Aaron Judge, or get a big, single, double, or triple. Big swing and a miss, 0-2 count. I mean, there's not very many people that are on the Aaron Judge level. I mean, even if you're like a guy that doesn't know, or a girl that doesn't know anything about baseball, chances are you probably have seen Aaron Judge's picture before, or you probably know who he is. I mean, it's like him, Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout. Those are, some of the biggest names still. Even though Trout's getting older, we already know he's like the modern day Mickey Mantle, kind of Willie Mays type of player, even though I'm hoping Julio can, get the torch from him at some point, but he's not there yet. But right now, Judge and Ohtani are the 2 best players in baseball, overall. Ohtani, the most overall, because he does pitching on a very, very high level. I mean, especially when you can pitch and be one of the top 10 or top 5 pitchers and be one of the top 20 or 30 hitters in the league. Pretty impressive. We haven't seen anything like it since Babe Ruth, and he's even a better hitter than or a pitcher than Babe Ruth. And then with Judge, he's just all power. And they got a guy named Giancarlo Stanton that can go yard too, even though he's not playing tonight. 3-2 count. Yeah, and it was surreal, when I ended up, going to this game and, getting the ball. Uh-oh, Judge, back, foul. Someone just got a souvenir. Oh, man. And think about it. If you're in the crowd and Judge is up, what's more exciting than getting a Judge ball? Foul ball, after inning ball, home run ball. I mean, that besides, Ohtani, you know what I mean? Like, those have got to be, right now the most valuable out of anybody. But something about a Judge ball, just the mystique of who he is. It's kind of like a modern day Babe Ruth type of player. Popped up, foul. Because I think Judge gets more excitement than Ohtani. I think a lot of baseball fans respect Ohtani and what he does with the pitching and hitting, but he's still kind of, I feel, slept on and underrated. I think some people don't realize how good the pitching is or how good the hitting is and how no one on planet Earth does both good or great. That's what makes it, special, but I don't think a lot of people get that. But with Judge, it's just, we already know what he's about, getting those home runs. All right, they walked him. At least we didn't give up a home run here. And honestly, even as a Mariner fan, I would be pissed if we walked him. You know what I mean? Because I want to, like, as a fan, I want to see Logan try to strike him out. And yeah, if you end up getting a home run or 2 off of him, so be it. But at least you're giving the fans what they want and giving yourself an opportunity to prove that maybe you can be like one day, say, yo, I struck out Aaron Judge, instead of being like, oh, I went against Aaron Judge and he went fucking 2 home runs on me. But we still have one of the best, pitching staffs right now with Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, and Marco Gonzalez. So for our starting 5 right now, it's one of the top 5 all in MLB. So that's impressive. We just need to get the hits to match. Julio's been chasing all year, and he just got hot within the last, obviously, few weeks to really get that batting average up and be, player of the week, player of the month, type of recognition that he's been getting some of these, noticeable awards, from the MLB and the MLB writers and, the people that vote on that. So it's nice to see him turning it around, but he was terrible at chasing pitches up until just a few weeks ago. So just got to be a little bit more calm in the box. Top of the first, 0-0. Runners at first and second. Willie Calhoun in the box. 1-2 pitch to Calhoun outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Willie. Come on, Gilbert. Let's go, Logan. Two pitch to Calhoun. Pitch is inside and low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. I don't know. I just think even if unless you're like a Boston Red Sox fan, I don't know. It's like Judge is very likable, especially if he's not doing PEDs and roids. You know what I mean? He doesn't come across as someone that is hard to root for, like an Jose Altuve or something, Popped up, one away. Like for me, that's really the only player. I mean, obviously the Houston Astro organization, but and we already know Boston cheated as well, with the watches and everything, the Apple watches and all that. But even though they don't get as scrutinized as much, than the Astros, but it stings a little bit deeper when it's obviously the Dodgers that they robbed. So obviously I feel a little bit for my dad, but I already knew, with that cheating, eventually the Dodgers would win one. And a few years after that, like they were too good. They were going to get at least one. And luckily they did. All right, next up is DJ LeMahieu, batting at cleanup, third baseman, 1 for 5 this series. Runners at first and second, one away, chopped off himself. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's easy to root for greatness. 1-1 pitch. Chop foul. And honestly, when's the last time that people got excited about baseball that weren't really baseball fans? When Judge started going on his like home run record, numbers. Like, once he started getting to like 40 early, then you were like, ooh, this could actually be something. And then it's like almost any home run after 40 was like must-see TV to see what he would end up with. If he would get 60, if he would get close to 70, And honestly, I think with Aaron Judge, he's the type of guy that he'll probably break his own record. I think 60 to 70 home runs without cheating would be doable with him if we're playing 162 games. I don't think he has to play all of them to hit that number, but I definitely think where he's at now could be, higher. I think that he could get 70, 72, like, just by him playing. He's that good. I don't think I would give that number to anybody else in Major League Baseball, though, than him. There's not many guys that can even get to 50, but it seems like that would be very easy for Judge in most seasons. It's like if he gets to 40 or 50, that's like almost like a bad year. He's so great. It's like you almost assume that he'll get 55 or higher, or at least 50 or more. And we understand how hard it is to get home runs. But hell, if you're playing 162 games, it's not like he's fucking homering every game. There's some games where he goes 0 for 4 or 0 for 5. Other games he goes for 2 or 3 knocks as well. So it's good for the game, and I'm hoping Julio, he's never going to be an Aaron Judge, but obviously I want him to be able to get to that superstar status, and he just needs to keep working on his game. 1-2 pitch to LeMahieu. Chopped foul. There's going to be a lot of souvenirs in this game. People are going to be clamoring over these foul balls. Telling you, these fans, like especially Yankee fans, compared to most fans that come into Seattle, like they want the memorabilia. They know that New York doesn't come here. Now we've obviously changed the schedule where we're going to get every team at least once a year. But Yankee tickets are always, those are a coveted item. People want to go see them. Oh, Gino dropped it with an error. Fuck! Suarez dropped it. Bases loaded. Damn it. Next up, left fielder Isaiah Kiner Falefa. That's crazy. I never see Gino with errors. That is so rare. Just didn't really focus right there. Hopefully he'll make it up for it with the bat. And we got to make sure we get out of this inning alive because this could be bad right here. It's top of the first, 0-0. There's only 1 out. And they got bases loaded. So normally that means even with a sacrifice fly, you're going to get at least minimum of 1, unless we get incredibly lucky and get like a pop-up that's short, a ground out that's short, or a strikeout looking or swinging. 0-1 count to Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Oh, chopped right over Caballero's head. Damn it. 1-0 Yankees, 2-0 Yankees. Judge just slides into home. Damn it. Nice job. All right, Isaiah. Jose was just a little bit taller, and he wanted to be a baller. Could have had that. 2-0 Yankees, just like last night. You know, it's very difficult to be able to match up with this team. But I love it, man. Like I said, it's one of the most electric matchups. And we obviously know when the Mariners were really, really good, in 2001 when we, had a 115 plus wins, one of the most win totals and not only Mariner history, but MLB history. And then we ended up losing to the Yankees in the playoffs. But we've also had some good memories like 95 slide as well. So Yankees, we have good memories and we have bad memories, but it's always a memory when we play. So definitely, I would say out of all my matchups that I enjoy the most, obviously beating the Astros means a lot and it feels good. Angels, because they're our rival, and they like to fight us, is good. But, I would say, Yankees wins probably mean just as much as maybe any team in Major League Baseball. And normally it doesn't matter who's playing. Their lineup and their team is usually always good because they're the fucking Yankees. They're like the Dodgers. They're never going to be terrible. They're always going to be at least average, but normally really good and sometimes World Series elite. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, Gilbert. Next up is first baseman Jake Bauers. Come on, baby. 1-2 pitch to Bauers. Fucking A. Gilbert's already at 31 pitches. My God. Popped up. Right to Pollock. LeMahieu tags up. 3-0 Yankees. Fuck. Man. Story of my life. But kind of what I expected. But I was hoping Gilbert would not be like this, but it's difficult. The team is good. Well, at least Jake didn't go fucking yard. And next up, shortstop Anthony Volpe. Obviously, batting average is a little low, 198. He's got 7 homers, 21 ribbies. But, it's trying to be like a Derek Jeter, trying to be like that young face, that new thing for them, and ended up making the roster this year. And there's eventually he'll get it going. And I wouldn't be shocked at some point, 250 to 300 average. And, maybe one day we'll see Anthony Volpe in an all-star game one day. I'm not sure if he's not there yet. And he's kind of like their project guy. But he is exciting. Usually when he's up to bat, I usually try to pay a little extra attention. Just like with Jordan Walker for your Cardinals when he's not in fucking AAA or guys that like we got. Yeah, they started to turn it around. I mean, they're 10 games above, 500 now. So he said, fucking Yankees, bro. And I go, yeah, fuck. But it's not like us Mariner fans are, big swing and a miss, 2-2 count. We know what we're getting into. We could still have Castillo, Gilbert, Bryce Miller, George Kirby, or Marco, anyone that is doing well and, being one of the best in Major League Baseball. The Yankees come to town and, they can rough you up, just like a lot of the good teams, like the Braves and the Dodgers. It's very difficult to beat these elite teams. Pitch is high, 3 balls, 2 strikes. I like this photo, too, because it's kind of like a candid photo of him just, like, warming up. Volpe, big swing and a miss. Got him. Well, we give up 3 runs in the first inning to the Yankees. No surprise. They are very talented and very good, and they're starting to get on a little bit of a roll, 10 games above 500. All right, baby. Let's go to the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for my Mariners, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Batting second in the order, first baseman, Ty France. And batting third, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, baby. Let's go, J-Rod. You already know what it is. We need you tonight. And it's not going to be easy, even, keeping the game close, regardless of who's pitching. It's just unfortunate to have like your second best pitcher get roughed up like this, or third. Either way, 3-0 Yankees, but we just have to believe that hopefully we can get some hits today. So that way it's not a complete embarrassment. All right, Julio, you hear me? Ball in. Let's go, baby. Oh, it's all good. I'm actually happy that there's something cool to have on other than, we don't have the NBA Finals yet with the Nuggets and Heat. Congratulations to them. And we don't have the Stanley Cup Finals yet with the Vegas Golden Knights and the Florida Panthers yet, which I'll be covering both of those. So, but it's always nice when we have a matchup where it's not like necessarily, the Mariners and the Royals or, some matchup that's just cool for me, but maybe for most others, it's but at least this one's pretty good. Let's go, JP. Come on, baby. First pitch strike for Cortez. He's good. Like he's like when he gets it going, it's really difficult. Well, 0-2 pitch to JP, fouled off. Come on, JP. (3-0) Yankees, bottom of the first. Got him. Cortez one away. And we'll give Cortez some love too. I see you. I got to pray that we don't, get K'd up today. Just got to make sure we keep this under 8. Big swing and a miss. First pitch strike for Cortez. Now up for the Mariners. 259 average, 5 homers, 24 ribbies. Ty France. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Come on, Ty. Daniel in the building. What's good? Oh, it's all good. Popped up, foul. Count still stays 0-2. Yeah, but regardless if the Mariners win or lose, I've already been so dedicated to them my whole life. Like, sometimes it's like you expect the losses to come, but the team is better than they were the previous 15 or 20 years. So even though last year was our magical year and this year we're not as good, but it's still early. So hopefully we can still find a way to get some rhythm and maybe make a wild card. Doesn't look like we are this year, but you never know. 0-2 count to France. And we already know Yankees are going to win their division. More than likely. 0-2 pitch to France. Pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Cortez. One-two pitch. Ty. Pops up. 2 away. Next up, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Come on, J-Rod. Come on, baby. We need you tonight. Come on, baby. First pitch to Julio. Big swing and a miss. Of course he did. Try to rip it for a homer. For a big strike. It's like he's learning, but he's not learning. Still very aggressive on those first two pitches. 247 average, 10 homers, 31 ribbies. I was hoping that the average would be closer to 300 or over 300. Now, the 10 home runs is about right, at this point of the season. I still think that he has the ability to get, somewhere between 25 and 45 home runs almost every year. And then once he gets into his rhythm, and if he keeps progressing, we may have a few years of Julio getting 50 or more. I think that is possible. So, but he's just chasing pitches way too much. Exactly. My buddy's like, the Mariners need like a fucking day off. They haven't had like a break in like 2 weeks. Well, I know it's going to be tough. And we don't have Kelenic in the lineup, at least starting, based off what happened last night. Julio with a dribbler. Oh, bobbled. Safe. Yes. There we go. A little error. Yes. I'll take that error. Yes. Hey, if Gino had an error, we get one too. There we go. I'll take that. There we go. Nice job, Julio. Next up, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Come on, Teo. Come on, Teo. Pitches outside. 1 ball, no strikes. I don't even expect any home runs here. 233 average, 9 homers, 27 ribbies. A lot of our guys. We don't got anybody over 300 in the lineup. And the only guy that was close, was Jared Kelenic, and they're trying to rest him since he slammed into the wall and hit his neck when he was trying to rob a home run last night. So he may play late today, but I doubt it. We'll probably just give him the day off. But, if you're looking at the Yankees lineup, they only have 1 guy over 300 in their lineup also. So this over 300 in baseball is a rare thing. And it's Aaron Judge, but he's only batting 302. So it's not like Aaron Judge is batting 382 or, 352. So definitely still, I think the players getting adjusted to the smaller bags, no shifting, and all the pitch count and the hitter count, rules with the penalties and the violations. Still trying to get, I think, a kind of, used to that environment, acclimated. Two pitch. Can't have Cortez fuck us up here. Come on, baby. Come on, Teo. 2-2 pitch to Teoscar. Pitch is low, or to first. Boo. Great crowd out there in Seattle. Of course, anytime the Yankees come to town. Obviously, they would have more fans even there if it was during the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you'd even be more packed instead of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, bottom of the first, Yankees 3, Mariners 0. Julio at first base with the error. 2 away, 2-2 pitch to Teoscar. Come on, baby. Come on, Teo. Teoscar right up the middle. Oh, and they got Julio. Nice with the force out. Nice job, Yankees. All right, let's go to the top of the second. 3-0 Yankees. Kiner Falefa singled to center. Judge scored and Torres scored. Kiner Falefa to second. LeMahieu to third. That made it 2-0. And then Bowers hit a sacrifice fly to left. LeMahieu scored. Kiner Falefa to third. 3-0 Yankees. All right, leading off in the top of the second inning for the Yankees, catcher Jose Trevino. Batting second in the inning. Second field. Whoa, who is it? Did they make a change? No, they didn't. It is center fielder Greg Allen. I see you, Nestor. And batting third, second baseman. 1-for-1 with a run, Gleyber Torres. I actually am interested to kind of see what Greg Allen does. Hopefully not too much against us. But we already know Aaron Judge is electric. Just got to make sure that not the other guys, Torres, LeMahieu, Falefa, and others. I mean, it's already 3-0, so I already know what I'm getting myself into here. Oh, there we go. Wow, that's rare. 38 pitches in that first inning. That's rough, especially when you get guys sometimes pulled at like 70 to 90 pitches. You don't want to have 38 in the fucking first inning. I mean, by the time he was at the sixth inning, he'd be at like 150, and obviously he wouldn't be in the game. All right, come on, Gilbert. Come on, Logan. Quality start in 4 out of the last 5 outings. So far right now, not looking too good. Just got to keep the faith. 0-1 pitch to Trevino. Popped up. Get it, Julio. 1 away. Julio almost dropped it. Come on, Julio. He timed that a little slow. He's laughing right now as he's looking up at the board. Next up, center fielder Greg Allen. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. Greg Allen, 2 for 7 this season. Pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. God, I can't believe it's already 3-0, but it is the Yankees. Come on, Gilbert. Maybe I need to get my bobbleheads a little bit of love here. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, Dan Wilson, Randy Johnson, you get a bobble. Ken Griffey Jr., you get a bobble. Ichiro, you get a bobble. Griffey Jr., you get a bobble. Now all the bobbleheads are moving now, so I think we're good. I got to make sure I'm interacting with all the memorabilia on the desk here. There we go. Got him. See, that's what was missing. Greg Allen strikes out. 2 away. Next up, second baseman Gleyber Torres. Gilbert pitches inside, 1 ball, no strikes, and he's definitely not in the zone. It's not just playing the Yankees, that pressure. That has something to do with it, but he's not really in the zone right now. The baseball is flying all over the place. I mean, when Gilbert is on, he usually doesn't give up his first run or first couple hits until maybe the 3rd inning, 2nd inning maybe. So, but Yankees can rough you up at any point in the game. We know that, just like the Dodgers, and the Braves, any of the old school teams and the teams that have that depth. It's don't matter who you are. There, a fan just got a ball. Aaron Boone just threw one to a fan there and then behind the Yankee dugout. Like I said, this rivalry, even though it's not in the same division, it's obviously, American League, but I don't know what it is. It's just everyone is always trying to get something here, just to have that mystique. Some kind of memorabilia piece from this game. Yankees and Mariners. People get a little bit more aggressive, like the lady that hit me and shit, you know what I mean? Whatever it takes, as long as I'm not the one being an asshole and hitting anybody or trying to steal a baseball from a kid, which I never would do. You know what I mean? I'm not Zach Campbell, But, if it's going to be on the ground and it's fair game, I'm getting that. Or if it gets popped up in the air, You can't get mad at me for getting it. All right, here we go. Aaron Judge is up. This is must-see TV. Yeah, I still got the ball, still got the rookie card that I invested in, the rookie card graded auto, the BGS 9. So I'm hoping that if I hang on to that, for a while, that it'll go to maybe the $800 to $1,000 range at some point. So. Some Aaron Judge stuff is a little bit cheaper, but most of his rookie card autograph graded cards for like BGS and PSA that are autographed. I mean, normally you're looking at like, $300 or more typically. And then if you want like one of the more rare ones or serial numbered ones, then you're looking probably over 500 or more. And then, some of them go for insane amounts, $10,000, 20,000. You know what I mean? But if you're looking just like as an investment piece, there's quite a few that you could, get for 500 to 1,000. And those would be the ones to get. You get one that's 500 to 1,000. You invest, you hang on to it. He keeps being awesome. And then it ends up doubling or tripling in value or maybe even more. So 1-1 count to Aaron Judge. I mean, there's not going to be too many that are going to be on that level. Obviously, Ohtani's, Mike Trout's, based off value. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is inside. That was nowhere near the strike zone, but called strike on Aaron Judge. He said that was inside, which it was. Baron Corbin and Mustafa Ali are in NXT. Nice. Oh, I totally forgot about that. I was going to record it. They have the cage match. Is that tonight, the cage match? Aaron Judge pops up, foul. Count still is 1-2. I wonder if I stop recording NXT or if I automatically still have it on here. Maybe, do I have it scheduled? I think I unscheduled it. Oh, no, it's on there, 8 o'clock. All right, so I do have it recorded in 45 minutes. I'm on the West Coast. So I will watch NXT tonight. I mean, the pay-per-view was good, Battleground, and then obviously going to Saudi Arabia. That was probably two of the best WWE pay-per-views back-to-back that are smaller name pay-per-views that just killed it. 5 out of 7 in the WWE one in Saudi Arabia, and 5 out of 6 in the NXT Battleground? I mean, that's insane. No, it's normally half and half at best, So when you get that many good, entertaining matches, then WWE is headed in the right direction. So that's good. Six, Aaron Judge. Big swing and a miss. Got him.
Sports fans, a whole new level of gaming excitement is available now at Emerald Queen Casino. The BetMGM at ETC is open, and it's like nothing you've ever seen before. Experience over 470 square feet of crystal clear live sports on the largest LED wall in the country. Every sport, every game, every live moment, all the action is here at ETC. Your open ultimate game time experience. So get ready, get set, place your bets at Emerald Queen Casino, the betting capital of the Northwest.
100% ribeye beef in a burger. Yep, 100% ribeye beef in a burger. Our ribeye steakhouse burgers, all the flavor of the juicy ribeye steak.
Yeah, not often we're going to get Aaron Judge out, so I'll take that.
5-Hour Energy wants to charge up your summer. Just purchase any 5-Hour Energy product, then enter for a chance to win an EcoCharge electric ATV. Just go to 5HECharge.com.
All right, let's go to the bottom of the second inning.
Charge it up.
3-0 Yankees are up. We definitely would need Kelenic in this game, but I get why we're giving him a little bit of the rest. Leading off in the bottom of the second inning, playing left field tonight for Jared Kelenic, A.J. Pollock. Batting second in the order, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. And batting third, playing catcher tonight for Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, Tom Murphy. Let's go, baby.
For the best coverage in the game, let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam.
Yeah, especially especially with him, the stock started to rise. When you saw him in the beginning, we knew their potential was there, but the stock started to rise like mid-season, and then and obviously we know that there's a good chance to win a lot of awards at that position and do very well, and obviously with what he accomplished last year, and then obviously this year, and he's already kind of touted now as like the future number one pick. So unless Drake May has an incredible season and Caleb gets hurt or something, which I don't want, but those will probably be the first two guys, I would assume, unless Drake May has a setback, and I hope he doesn't either. But that's what I'm going for. That's what Tampa's going for. I mean, we're gonna try to just be the worst possible and land Caleb as our starting quarterback moving forward. One away, Pollock with a line drive dribbler. No dice. Next up, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Let's go, baby. Got to make up for that error. Awesome. Takes a ball. Eugenio is batting .216 this season. Very low. 34 RBIs this season, leads the team. Crushes one foul, 1-1 count. One of only two Mariner players to appear in every game this season. Eugenio Suarez, big swing and a miss, and Teoscar Hernandez, believe it or not. And Suarez has batted second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth this season. So wherever they need him, he will be there. We just need to get that batting average up, playa. Let's go. Good eye. Pitches high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on, Suarez. Let's go, baby. We already know how good he is. Popped up. Uh-oh. Judge, 2 away. Next up, catcher Tom Murphy. Matt in the building. What's good? Murphy batting .213 this season. 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and limited play. This is obviously our backup catcher for Cal Raleigh. Pitches high and outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Career versus Nestor Cortez, believe it or not, for Tom Murphy, 500. 1 for 2. Pitches outside, 2 balls, no strikes. We'll take a walk. Last 12 games played, Murphy's been averaging .314, 11 for 35, so he actually has been pretty good as of late. Murphy crushes it. Oh, almost a homer off the wall. Go, 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 go. Go for 2. And he slides in for a double. Woo! Yes, sir. The least likely hero, kind of like a Colton Wong. There we go. Hell yeah. Nice sliding double. He rips it. Right in the strike zone. Exit velocity, 108.3. 1 bounce off the wall. Nice job, Tom. Very unlike you, and I like it. Next up, a guy that I really like over Colton Wong, Jose Caballero. This guy's nice. I like him. He plays with a lot of confidence, and anybody is better than Colton Wong at this point. 14 hits this season, 6 singles, 7 doubles. Come on, Jose. He's batting .254, 2 home runs, 10 ribbies, and limited action after, kind of taking over Colton Wong for the most part. We still got to, sprinkle in Colton Wong a little bit here and there, but Jose is definitely the better everyday player. 3-0 Yankees, bottom of the second inning. Runner at second, 2 away. Cortez on the mound, 0-1 pitch, popped up. God damn it. And Jose made his MLB debut April 15th against the Rockies. I remember because I did the game. All right, Jose pops up and it's out. All right, Yankees. End of the second inning, 3-0 Yankees. All right, let's go to the top of the third. Due up for New York. Leading off this inning, DHing Willie Calhoun. 0 for 1. Batting second in the order, third baseman DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 with a run. And batting third in the inning, left fielder Isaiah Kiner Falefa. 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs and really the main guy that started it all. So we got to make sure we limit the action here. Liberty, Liberty.
Foul ball. If there's a ball that's gone foul, he's gone to get it. Under his watchful gaze, all beds, binoculars, and ballpark rods are safe. He's the only thing that stands between his section and certain destruction. That's why he only trusts SeatGeek with his tickets. The ticketing app trusted by fans. SeatGeek, so fans can fan.
Molly Seawald joins us right now, Paul's wife. And Molly, good to meet you. Good to see you. And you and Paul are doing some wonderful charity work with some young kids. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we started Seawald Strikeouts for Kids as a campaign in 2022 as a way to give back to the city of Seattle. And it benefits KidVantage, which is a local organization that supplies necessities for children in need.
Fuck, Calhoun, just like that, already on base. Jesus, that quick, huh? Next up, third baseman DJ LeMahieu. And I like Dave Sims in the box, and they got Dan Wilson in the box as well. Uma in the building. What's good?
Yes, we are passionate about it. We felt like Seattle has been so great to us. We wanted to give back. And we know how hard it is to raise a child.
Popped up.
Even when you have all the necessities that you
And
need.
caught. Nice job, Jose.
The support that we can give, we know goes a long way.
One away.
I am impressed by the fact that you've raised about $44,000, headed to $100,000. Is it how soon do you think you hit that goal of $100,000?
Well, it depends on how many people Paul strikes out. The more he strikes out, the more money we'll raise. But we're hoping to hit that 100,000.
So that gives you a different way of looking at ball games when he comes in now. Right?
Yes. Yes. We have a lot of friends and families that are more tuned in now because they say it benefits KidVantage as well.
Next up, Isaiah Kaina Falefa. Come on, baby. Come on, Gilbert.
We have a budget account set
1-0 pitch.
that can be
Chopped foul towards third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice crowd there in Seattle. Lots of Yankee fans I can see, not only behind the Yankee dugout, but all sprinkled throughout the stadium. 300 level, 200 level, 100 level behind the plate. And yeah, I mean, like I said, that's usually how it is. It's Yankee representation, just like Dodgers. You're going to get a lot of fucking people showing up.
You see the kids who are the people who are the beneficiaries of that. I mean, what's that do?
Chopped foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We haven't seen a ton of like the one-on-one interactions. KidVantage works with services.
Top of the third inning,
Actually, really great.
Yankees 3, Mariners 0. Runner at first, 1 away. Gilbert is struggling, 62 pitches already. Oh, almost fair, rip foul. That'd be dope to be a ball boy, like off first base or third base, like right towards like the outfield where you have those guys that sit on the stools. I mean, I imagine the stools can't be that comfortable unless they have like a padded stool that you're out there and whatnot. But just to be like on the field and watching the game with that type of seat.
We reached out to them and they were very
1-2 pitch.
The people there have just been
Of course, it's a bloop single.
putting in so much extra time with the budget and all of that. So it's
Isaiah 2 for 2.
and we formed bonds with them.
Runners at first and second now. Next up, first baseman Jake Bowers.
Yes, he loves it. He has a huge heart, and especially after we had our daughter, he really realizes that there's families that need a lot of assistance. So he's happy to do it. He gets excited when he gets strikeouts every night. He's like, it's for kid advantage. It's for strikeouts for kids. So it's been great.
1 out, 2 on here. So the Yankees making some noise right here.
Pitch is high. 1 ball, no strikes. Come on, Gilbert.
And here's a check presentation. John Stanton out there with others involved in the organization. Down to manage Joe Clark for the Mariners.
1-0 pitch.
And 2-0.
2-0 count. Come on, Gilbert.
Was a great campaign. And I love
Gilbert's pitch count is just ridiculous already. 66 pitches in. We're in the fucking third inning. It's brutal. Fuck. Right on the zone. 2-1 count. Come on, Logan.
what other, do you have any other get-togethers or any outings, anything coming up, anything in addition to making the contributions coming up with your
2-1 pitch from Gilbert. Big swing and a miss. 2-2 count. Come on, baby. We need strikeouts. Gilbert's got 3 Ks, so he's got more Ks than Cortez. Cortez only has 1, but we just need to be able to get those bats to fucking wake the fuck up. Come on, baby.
And that's usually in August, end of July or August.
2-2 pitch. Uh-oh. Popped up to Julio. 2 away. Good throw to third. Get him. Get him. Oh. Safe at second. Safe at third. Fuck. They both tag up. Julio can't believe it.
info again, Seawald's strikeout for kids. For more information and to donate, visit pledge.org.
Come on, baby. We got to find a way to get out of this.
Seawald's strikeouts for kids. Keep those pledges coming in.
Now at bat, Anthony Volpe. Fouled back. 0-1 count. I like this kid. And like I said, it's kind of like, it's not as like, must see TV as like Aaron Judge, but anytime that Volpe's up, I always like to see like the new prospects that are rookies or second year players. I love to evaluate those kind of guys, offense and defense.
It's super special to see him.
Takes a strike, gets behind in the count, 0-2 count. They got Paul Sewald's wife in the booth. Nice little organization, pledgeit.org. Seawald Strikeouts for Kids, a nice little organization for charity to help out with the kids. Very pretty lady,
Thank you. We're so happy.
Molly Sewald.
The team and the city have just been so
Pitch is high.
generous, so
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations on what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
This is it is a very generous community, as you have found out, and when players are willing to step up and be a part of it like that, you guys are going to be.
Oh no, chopped foul.
Congratulations on what you guys are doing. Keep up the great work.
Nice job. Fan just got a nice souvenir there off the deflection. Yeah, well, Gilbert's got 3 Ks, but I mean, this is not obviously a good game for him. We normally don't give up 3 runs, with Castillo or Gilbert or Kirby or Bryce Miller or Marco. His control hasn't been there today, and we got roughed up with Bryce yesterday. Yankees, Volpe, back, gone. Well, that's why I like to pay attention. 6-0 Yankees. Fuck. Yeah, no Ks. A little late with that, Billy. Oh, man. Nice job, Anthony. Just got to be able to show the love and the appreciation. I don't like being down 6-0, though. Just like last game, we got fucking ripped up apart. Like, I already thought yesterday was bad enough, and then I got to relive it again. Next up, Jose Trevino. I mean, golly. I mean, we already got ripped up 10-4 yesterday. Trevino, back, caught. Thank God. We were down 8-4 at one point. It was 1-1, then 3-1, then 4-1, then 4-2, and then it was 8-2, and then 8-4, and then it ended up being 10-4 last night final. Fucking A, man. 6? Well, I mean, at this point, would you keep him in? But the problem is, though, is if we take him out, right, who's coming in? And we might have someone that's going to come in that's even worse than him, you know, because we already know our mid relievers and closers sometimes are hit or miss. Like sometimes it's good, you know, but, you know, we don't have Munoz, and we haven't really had Munoz all year, and that's supposed to be our last guy, not Seawald. So we've had to move guys kind of up in a different role until we get our lineup healthy, but yeah, and that's you know, getting down this early is not good. And we have a problem typically hitting, so it's not like pitching normally is good, and then that falls out of the door, and that falls out, and then it's like, oh, hopefully we can get some hits and some fucking runs. All right, let's go to the bottom of the third inning. Leading off for the Mariners, DHing tonight, Sam Haggerty. Batting second, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. 0 for 1 with a K. And batting third this inning, first baseman, Ty France, who's 0 for 1 as well. Yeah, 10-4 yesterday. All right, Ham Swaggerty. Let's go, baby. We need something. Yeah, I like Volpe. You know, like I said, just like I like Jordan Walker and, you know, Rutschman. And there's a lot of guys all over the league that are kind of young that, you know, it's like the new breed of the new swagger, the new era, you know, of these new guys that are coming in. Now, of course, I don't want to, you know, have 3-run bombs go off on me, but good for him to be able to get that under his belt, you know, to show what he's about. Not good for us, though. But this isn't one of our best lineups either. So, you know, normally when I look at the lineup, I feel either pretty good or I'm like, eh. And obviously looking at this lineup with Pollock and Murphy and Haggerty, that's not ideal, you know. Popped up, one away. Next up, J.P. Crawford. Come on, JP takes a strike. Come on, baby. Let's go, JP. 0 for 1, strikeout in the first. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Come on, JP. Oh, 2 pitch. Chopped foul. One for 6 this series. Come on, JP. We're down 6-0. Come on. And it's pretty rare for the Mariners to get roughed up in back-to-back games against the Yankees. I mean, I should know. I go almost every year. It's normal. It's not normal for us to lose 2 games in a row against them by a lot. So hopefully they can bring a better lineup tomorrow, and then we can maybe get the dub tomorrow. I think Kirby's pitching, so hopefully he has a good outing. Popped up 2 away. 10-4 loss. Yeah, and then we got this game that I'm doing, and then we got Yankees 6 o'clock tomorrow, George Kirby. And then we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Rangers, Tuesday and Wednesday against the Padres. I know Elliot will be up for that one. One of them's at 6, though. The other one's at noon, so I'll only be able to do one of them probably, unless we're doing like NHL, Stanley Cup, or NBA Finals. $22. Let's get to a hundo. Let's go. Every dollar counts. Pitches outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next up for the Mariners, Ty France. Batting .257, 5 homers, and 24 ribbies so far this season. Rips it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ty is 1 for 6 this series. One-two pitch from Cortez. Popped up. Drop. Yes. There we go. A little bloop single by Ty France. I mean, I know it's not a whole lot when you're down 6-0, but anything at this point is a positive. Nice job. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Popped up. Julio not learning. Swinging at that first pitch strike again. Frustrating. All right. End of the 3rd inning. 6-0 Yankees.
The Salish Sea is our home. We are all connected by these waters. They hold our future. But that future is up to us. The Seattle Aquarium's mission has never been more important. Our ocean is facing major threats of climate change, overfishing, and plastic pollution.
All right, we're going to the top of the 4th. Leading off for the Yankees in the inning. 0 for 1 with a K. Center fielder, Greg Allen. Batting second this inning, 2 for 2 with a run. Second baseman, Gleyber Torres. And batting third, 0 for 1 with a run, base on ball, and a K, Aaron fucking Judge. I see you, Aaron.
Support the Seattle Aquarium today.
Jog your memory with a special throwback edition of Mariners All Access that's all about Felix Hernandez.
I was up in Seattle for his last start. You just see what he meant to the city, what he meant to the fans.
This week on Mariners All Access.
Did you know Northern Quest Traeger a Day giveaway gives you a shot at a new Traeger grill every day in May? It also gives you a reason to use Precision Meat Probe in a sentence.
Don't miss your chance to win a new Traeger grill every day in May, only at Northern Quest.
Anything going on sport-wise right now? I know there's obviously no NBA, no NHL. It's just kind of like baseball and NXT. Is that really the only things that are going on right now? Is baseball and NXT? Dodgers 1, Nats 0, top of the 3rd. Kind of a slower day with sports in general. Uh-oh. Back. Gone! You got to be kidding me. Greg Allen takes the first pitch to go yard. 7-0 Yankees. Fuck. Well, it's a Yankee beatdown, I guess, huh?
first pitch fastball is 94 on the inside corner. Big delivery, super Mo. You see the swing, just turns on it, hits it right inside the foul pole down that right field line.
Ball one to Torres, his third time up. We're only in the fourth inning. Base runners in every inning. Only Tampa Bay has hit more home runs than the Yankees.
1-0 pitch to Torres.
Hit two tonight. Volpe
Gets a strike. 1-1 count.
Trevor Gott, right-hander. Starting to heat up in the Mariners pen.
Well, Mariners haven't been fucking electric, but I'll tell you what, the Yankees have been. 7-0? And it's not like we have flexing out there pitching. We got Logan Gilbert, but, man, tough. And fucking at home, too. Yankee fans are enjoying this. Pitch is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Great to see him back in that bullpen. It's been so solid.
Yeah, it's a totally different dimension with the way he plays. By the way, for Greg Allen, that was his 11th career home run. And his now 7th big league career. Cleveland, San Diego,
Come on, Logan.
Pittsburgh. And Torres, he's gone.
Oh, there we go. Did he foul tip it?
I think they're thinking that maybe he foul tipped that.
2-2 pitch. Was a foul tip, I believe. Let's look at the replay.
Glove this foul tip, but he has to glove it before it hits the ground, and you can see a little bit of cloud of dust. It's a split finger pitch. Big delivery, super Mo. You see it hit the dirt first.
2-2 pitch from Gilbert. 1 away.
First time they've retired Torres came in with base hit.
Next up, Aaron Judge.
Bats for Aaron Judge. First one ends up in a walk, second one in a strikeout.
He's seen everything Gilbert has.
First pitch to Judge. Dribbler towards third base, foul. 0-1 count. Mariners in a very competitive game. We're only down 7-0 in the top of the fourth. Judge, 301 average, 17 homers, 38 ribbies.
He is definitely hot right now, and the way he's swinging, the way he's even taking.
Yeah, his stance too is just, I mean, being 6'6" to 6'8", and having that stance with that power. I mean, I know Giancarlo Stanton can get him out of the stadiums as well, and obviously for them to be like kind of the Bronx Bombers, but man, Judge is just a true one of one.
Series a long night, and that's what the Mariners have seen so far.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two and one to the Yankee captain, MVP in the American League last year. 62 home runs in American
2-1 pitch. Chopped foul again. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Judge. Logan Gilbert is on pitch 400 in the 4th inning. Let me see how many pitches he's at. 87, 88? Fuck. You got to be kidding me. 88 pitches.
First time against Milwaukee. Here at home back on the 18th of April.
Gilbert on the mound, 88 pitches. 2-2 pitch to Aaron Judge, who's 0 for 1 today. Right down the middle, got him looking, struck him out. Wow, Gilbert has got him to strike out twice. Unbelievable.
He's got Judge tonight, 2 out, 2 in the 4th.
Well, it's a good splitter. Starts in the middle of the plate. You got to see it running back toward the inside.
Next up, DH Willie Calhoun.
Murphy doing a good job of selling that pitch on the inside corner to Judge.
No, it's not. But you can have starters that get roughed up. It's a combination of just Logan not doing well and maybe Yankees just being hot. Popped up and out. Yeah, but this is not anywhere near a good Logan Gilbert performance. Hell no. Terrible. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 4th. And I was actually looking forward to actually having a kind of a quality matchup these next 2 games. Not ass whoopings, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow could be bad too, because if Kirby starts getting roughed up early, the same thing's going to happen like we have today. So I hope not, but All right, let's go to the bottom of the fourth inning. We're about halfway through. Leading off for the Mariners in the bottom of the fourth, 0 for 1, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Batting second in the order, 0 for 1, left fielder A.J. Pollock. And batting third in the order, 0 for 1, third baseman Eugenio Suarez.
Can you cook garlic herb steak and 4-cheese risotto with just a scan? Zavala can. Can you serve up almond-crusted salmon and roasted broccoli with 1 minute of prep? Zavala can. Zavala delivers fresh meals to your door. Then just prep, scan, and let our smart oven cook them perfectly. So every bite is perfectly juicy, crispy, melty, tender, and seriously delicious. Start your 100-day risk-free trial at Zavala.com.
There's a good idea. Bring Dad out to the ballpark for the Mariners' Father's Day festivities on Sunday, June 18th. Team's going to square off against the White Sox. First 10,000 dads can pick up a Gino Vibes talkie bottle opener. Give the gift of baseball and get those seats today. Mariners.com.
Well, that's kind of cool. Gino bottle opener.
Teoscar Hernandez, A.J. Pollock, Eugenio Suarez.
All right, come on, Teoscar. Big swing and a miss for strike one. So, when you talk about how your Cardinals, it's like unwatchable and you want to give up. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is my fucking everyday life of usually dealing with just terrible whatever I'm watching. I usually get a little bit of that with the Mariners, sometimes with the Blazers. I mean, obviously I'm going to have it all year with the Buccaneers this year. I mean, and then obviously the Ducks, I don't really have a whole lot of hope for that either because they don't have a defense. So, I mean, they could probably go 8-4 and finish fourth in the Pac-12, and that's not good. So I don't know if I'm going to have anything to cheer about with my sport teams. Sometimes you just got to stick through it, and then hope for the best either later on in the year or next year. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Nice pitch by Cortez. One away. Next up, left fielder A.J. Pollock, batting fifth in the order. Normally that would be Jared Kelenick's spot, but they're just giving a rest, and he ain't coming in this fucking game. Already down 7-0. Let's just fucking let him rest all game. Save him for maybe tomorrow, and then we got to try to at least win one game and not get swept by the Yankees this season. Like I said, normally there's no sweep, but like I said, we usually will win one, and then they'll win one, and then that other one will be a kind of up for grabs. But most of the time, it's 2 wins for us and 1 for them, or 1 win for us, 2 for them. But it's never just 3 Yankees and us nothing. And on top of that, I don't even remember the last time where we got our ass kicked 2 games in a row. But the lineups haven't really been that good. So, I mean, played the Pirates well. Popped up. Foul. 1-2 count. Yeah. Well, that means that he's going to get fired, right? So, I mean, it's just eventually you'll end up getting what you want, someone new. So sometimes you got to have that guy go in there and be, crappy. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Back-to-back Ks for Nestor Cortez. Next up, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Very competitive game here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 7-0 Yankees, no problem. We can make that up easy. Come on, Gino. Pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, he is. I like him. But he will give up home runs at some point or another. But, I mean, way to just rip our heart out, early on. It's like anytime you end up getting 3 of anything in the first inning, first period, like Vegas did to Dallas, they were already out of it after that point. I know baseball, it's a little different after the starting pitcher goes out. There we go. Sometimes you can get on a little bit of a rally. I mean, I've seen it a lot, when I watch games with my dad with like the Dodgers where they'd be up like 6-0 and it looked good. And then all of a sudden the starting pitcher like Kershaw would go out and then they would struggle with the other guys and then would lose 7-6. I'm like, how the fuck is that possible? How do you go up 6-0 and then you only need to hold on for like 3 more innings and you can't? And then the other team just goes on these big runs and then you lose by a run. I mean, it's just terrible, but that's baseball, right? Nice little single for Eugenio Suarez, my boy. I see you. Next up, catcher Tom Murphy, one of the guys that has a hit for us today. We don't have very many of those. France, Murphy, and Suarez. Come on now. 3 hits is not good. Pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes. Let's go, Tom. No big dumper in the lineup. No Kelenic in the lineup. This isn't definitely our strong. I mean, hell, when you got Pollock, Murphy, and Haggerty in the lineup, you're fucked. Kind of. Unless the other guys are on a heater, but pop foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. Come on, Murphy. Bottom of the 4th, Yankees 7, Mariners 0. Runner at first, 2 away. 2-2 count. I don't want to get goose egged out here. Let alone just try to be competitive, but pitch is low. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Murphy. Three, 2 pitch. Murphy rips it. Foul. Nice catch. Wow, that fan, Derek Jeter fan, caught a line drive with his mitt. Wow, that was cool. He looks pretty young, too. Maybe like 15. Nice catch. He can't believe it. It was a pretty fast line drive, too. Nice job. 3-2 pitch. Chopped foul. Cortez, 66 pitches in. 7-0 Yankees. 3-2 pitch. Murphy fouls that one off. Count still is full. 3-2 count. Four-seam fastball, four-seam fastball, four-seam fastball, four-seam fastball, four-seam fastball, sweeper, cutter. Come on now. Just got to find a way to get on base. Chop foul. At least Murphy's fighting. Going in for pitch number 10 against Murphy. Cortez, Nestor, and he walked him. Yes, there we go. I'll take it. Anything positive at this point. We got runners at first and second now with 2 away. Next up, second baseman Jose Caballero. Let's go, Jose. All right, come on, Jose. This would be a big opportunity here to try to at least chip away a little bit. I mean, obviously, we're not going to win this matchup, but anything positive at this point. Takes a first pitch strike. I mean, all the Mariner buddies are just sending fucking memes and gifs of big piles of shit like in Jurassic Park. That's what we're getting right now. 0 for 1. Pop out in the second for Jose. Popped up. There's a souvenir. 0-2 count. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Jose chops that one foul. Count still stays 0-2. Come on, Jose. Bottom of the fourth, Yankees 7, Mariners 0. Runners at first and second. 2 away. 0-2 pitch from Cortez to Caballero. And he got him looking. Fuck! Nice job, Nestor. I see you. End of the fourth inning, 7-0 Yankees.
Introducing Go 5G Plus, the first plan that always gives new and existing customers the same great device deals, and you'll upgrade ready in 2 years versus 3. Bring your phone to T-Mobile and get one of the latest 5G smartphones for free. Hello? Yes, I'm free. And so are you. No, I'm not tied up at all. Surely this is too many road trips. Break free with Go 5G Plus and T-Mobile. Cashback is good. Double cashback is even better. Discover matches all the cashback you earned at the end of your first year.
All right, so due up in the top of the fifth inning for the Yankees. Leading off over 2 with a run, third baseman DJ LeMahieu. Batting second in the order, left fielder Isaiah Kiner Falefa. 2 for 2 with a run, 2 RBIs. He's really the one that really started off that drive to get them going up 2-0 in the first inning. And batting third, 0 for 1 with an RBI, first baseman Jake Bowers.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone.
Yeah, your dad's the Yankee guy? There's a lot of Yankee fans all over the place. One of my dad's best friends is a Yankee guy. But, he's from New York, though. So, I mean, if you're not from New York and you're like the Yankees, I mean, everyone's got their favorites and whatnot. But obviously, when you're from there, can't really say anything about, like, bandwagon or this or that when you're from there, right? So, or even if you're not from there, if you've just been a fan of them for a long time. It's like Yankees have never been really bad. They've always been competitive. Well, when I thought the game was going to start, we were going to be doing pretty good. But after 1 inning, that was me. 4 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and 90 pitches. That's terrible. Logan, why, bud? Was not in control in the zone whatsoever. $22. Let's get to a hundo. Hopefully we get some of the goats to come through and show some love. Oh, 1 pitch. A foul. 0-2. Pitches outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Sit down. Nice. Next up, left fielder Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Well, I'm hoping we get some kind of offense here today. But very high probability Yankees getting to 10 runs today again. It's like it was already bad enough yesterday, but back-to-back games giving up 10, man. Top of the fifth, Yankees 7, Mariners 0. Little blooper. 2 away. There we go. Next up, first baseman Jake Bowers. Trevor Gott. First pitch strike. Seems like he's got good control out there so far. 0-1 pitch. Ooh, pitch is very high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bowers is hitting .216 average this season. 3 home runs, 7 ribbies for New York. 8 pitches in for Trevor Gott. 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, baby. Yeah, baby time. She'll be off the roster for a while she's doing motherly things. Whenever she has the baby, I think, was it December? Got him. There we go. Bowers goes down. Man, we should have probably put Gott in like the 3rd inning instead of waiting until the 5th. Well, at least we stopped the bleeding. Very nice. We only done 7-0. All right, bottom of the 5th. Due up for the Mariners in this inning in the bottom of the 5th. 0 for 1. DHing tonight, Sam Haggerty. Batting second in the order, 0 for 2 with a K, J.P. Crawford. And batting third, 1 for 2, first baseman, Ty France. Come on, baby. All of them having the babies. All the babies.
Legendary mozzarella sticks are back, and they come with, wait for it, keep waiting, marinara sauce. You asked for it, you got it. You can thank me later. Get them as part of my mini munchies for just $3.
Join the J-Rod Squad section at T-Mobile Park with this special offer. You can snag general.
Shout out to Sarah and Cyberpunk for helping out on the Twitter side of things. I appreciate that. Now they're all having the babies, all of them, huh? Oh, J-Rod Squad, no fly zone. I like the color of that shirt. I don't know if I would ever sit in the J-Rod section in the outfield, but I do like the shirt though. Cortez is still in there, wheeling and dealing. 73 pitches in. He's only got 4 Ks, but I mean, he hasn't really had to have like 8 or 9 at this point. Come on, Haggerty. 1-0 pitch from Cortez to Haggerty. Outside, 2-0 count. Let's go. Let's get a walk to get this going. Pitch is low. 3-0 count. Here we go. Just don't fucking swing, man. It's about that time to pull Cortez pretty soon. And he walked him. There we go. Next up, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Saucedo warming up in the bullpen for the Mariners. Yankees and Bills. Nice. How's the weather in Hawaii today? What'd you end up eating? Just traditional Hawaiian food, or did you have something a little different today? Pitch on the corner for a strike to Crawford. 0-1 count. Come on, JP. On the corner again. Down in an 0-2 hole. Yeah, kind of outside the strike zone, right on the corner, but they gave it to him twice. Hard to get into a rhythm when you get down 0-2 at almost every at-bat. 0-2 pitch from Cortez. JP pops up. 1 away. Next up, first baseman Ty France. Damn, All-Star games in 38 days. Holy hell. Pretty soon you're going to start telling me Shark Week is going to be around the corner, which it will be. I love that shit, man. As soon as I know Shark Week and the All-Star game, you start getting into certain things, Shark Month or Shark Week, Discovery Channel, and then they also have some on the other channels as well. I love that shit because once we get through that, then I know I'm getting a little bit closer to football. And I really do enjoy the All-Star festivities with the home run derby and the actual game. I haven't missed an All-Star game for baseball since I've been a kid. And I love it. It's been my favorite out of all the sports. Besides, obviously the basketball festivities used to be good back in the 80s and 90s, but not really anymore. And then NHL All-Star game festivities usually are halfway decent. And then obviously we know the Pro Bowl is a joke. France fouls it off himself. 1-2 count. Bottom of the fifth, Yankees 7, Mariners 0. Runner at first. 1 away. Cortez still on the mound. 83 pitches in. And 1-2 count to Ty France. Come on, Ty. Does she need to be out? Go, Ty, go. Yeah. There we go, baby. Haggerty running, sliding into home. 7-1 Yankees. Let's go. Nice job, Ty. Ripped that one down third base. And Haggerty ran like he was being chased. Let's go. Nice job, Haggerty. Next up, Julio Rodriguez, and he swings at another first pitch. I mean, can this guy just take a break? He's my favorite player and all, but he has no patience whatsoever, always swinging on the first pitch or the second pitch. And I get it. A lot of times there might be strikes there, but the patience is not there, man. It's you wonder why your batting average is so fucking low. It's just take your time, man. The right pitch will come. Maybe it won't be that first pitch strike you're looking for or second pitch. Maybe it'll be that fifth pitch, after you have to work the count a little bit. And that'll come with experience with Julio. But just kind of frustrating because, he's so good and so talented. And he was, batting right at 200 or under, a little bit over. And then he got his batting average up about 40 points. Now he's at 244. So he's been hot the last couple weeks, but still nowhere near what we expect out of him. You know what I'm saying? Big swing and a miss. Julio Rodriguez, American League Player of the Week 467 average, first in the AL, 24 total bases, first in the AL, 6 extra base hits, first in the AL, 14 hits, tied first in the AL, 4 doubles, tied for first in the AL, 7 ribbies, tied for second. So obviously he had a great week. And strike 3 called. Fuck! 2 away. Next up, Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar. Yo, there it goes. It drops. Go, go, go. Judge can't get it. Go, go, go. Here we go. 7-2 Yankees. There we go. There we go, Teoscar. Nice RBI. Good stuff. At least we're not getting goose egg. There we go. The crowd is finally alive halfway through the game. Next up, left fielder A.J. Pollock. Now at least we're down 5 runs, not 7. Swaggerty. Well, usually for modern day, you know, Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay have a lot of long play calls. I know listening to Gruden on film when he came over from the Raiders to Tampa Bay and helped me win a Super Bowl, some of his play calls would be 30 to 40 words for one play, because not only are you doing the initial play, then you're doing the actual route for each wide receiver in the play, and also an audible play inside the play. So I know plays can get crazy. I don't know who's got the record, but I know at least back 20 years ago, it was John Gruden. And I know he was one of the that would have very extensive play calls. And Brad Johnson's not a fucking dummy, but I know Brad Johnson felt like a dummy, you know, when Gruden was trying to make him do the play calls because it was just so complex. And then you'd have guys that maybe weren't so smart, like Chris Sims, Phil Sims' son. You see him on CBS Sports. He's a fucking idiot. And he would get yelled at by fucking Gruden all the time because he couldn't do the plays. It's too complex for him. On the board, 7-2. Yee, yee, yee. Let's go, Mariners. Pitches outside. 2 balls, 1 strikes to Pollock. Bottom of the 5th, Yankees 7, Mariners 2. Runner at second, 2 away. Cortez is at 94 pitches, so they're just trying to get him to get to 1 more inning, and then or at the end of this inning, and maybe he'll be done, unless they decide to have him come in the next inning. But I would assume giving up 2 runs, this is the end for him. 3-1 count. Come on, Pollock. 3-1 pitch, and he walked him. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. That's someone who's patient right there, A.J. Pollock. Now we got runners at first and second with 2 outs, and if we get a home run here, it's 7-5. We're back in business. Not saying that that's going to happen with Suarez. He's kind of been struggling, but would be awesome. .96 pitches in. Yeah, this would be his last inning. Big swing and a miss. That was a Julio Rodriguez swing right there. He was just going for the fences. 1 for 2 with a single in the 4th. But again, with Eugenio Suarez being so aggressive, you're batting .219. 6 homers, 34 ribbies. You should be closer to 10 home runs, and that batting average should be up at least 40 points. But Season with runners in scoring position. Suarez batting .380, 4 home runs, 31 ribbies. This would be a great chance to get some RBIs here. Takes a strike inside on the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That could have been a strikeout, but I guess the ump wasn't feeling that. All right, bottom of the 5th, Yankees 7, Mariners 2. Runners at first and second with 2 outs, 2-2 pitch, and he got him. God, Cortez, you're good. Damn it. Nice job. End of the 5th inning, 7-2 Yankees.
I'm Peter Davidson because before 11 a.m., I like to keep it toned down and simple, just like Taco Bell breakfast, with fluffy eggs, sausage, and a crispy hash brown. Isn't that right, co-host Rhonda?
Are we on TV right now?
I don't know.
Yep, exactly.
Carver caught a comedy show. Chelsea chose Chihuahuas. What would you do with extra cash? The Department of Revenue returns missing money.
Leading off for the Yankees in the top of the 6th inning, 1 for 2 with a run, 3 RBIs and a K, and a 3-run jack earlier in the game. Shortstop, phenom, Anthony Volpe. Batting second in the order, 0 for 2, catcher Jose Trevino. And batting third, 1 for 2 with a run, RBI, and a K, Greg Allen. And he just had a jack recently too, so hopefully we'll be able to minimize 2 of these 3 that have already gone yard.
Deliver yourself. The Audi Q5. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Mariners Baseball and Reach Sports is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Try the ribeye steakhouse burgers now at Jack in the Box. And by the Washington State Department of Revenue. Search the unclaimed property site to see if you have unclaimed cash. Go to claimyourcash.org. That is expensive.
All right, baby. Let's go.
That's one of the most
Top of the 6th, Yankees 7, Mariners 2. Come on.
Northwest as we take a look at the Northwest Chevy Silverado. Drive the game today. Wilson, it's about the home runs tonight.
Yeah, too many home runs.
Yankee home runs again, 1 to left field, 1 to right field. Volpe with
Hi, Paisley. Love you.
the bat, 413. And Greg Allen with 92. Maybe 93 mile an hour off the bat, right down that right field line.
Saucedo in now for the Mariners.
At the bottom third of the order, Volpe, Trevino, and Allen. Trevor got pitched the 1-2-3 fifth.
0-1 pitch. Oh, Saucedo fell down. Hopefully he's okay.
Slip and slide.
Taylor hit the deck there. Looked like his front foot might have slipped.
Get it, Saucedo. There we go. 1 away. Next up, catcher Jose Trevino.
Good question. It's a good changeup right here. Gets Volpe out front. And that was just a nice little shovel pass. Take another look at it.
Running your triple option. Well, Greg Maddox and Jim Carter at the the goal elite standard at that time. 18 for Maddox and 16 for I think for Kitty. They have a few guys who
I think, Jamie Boyer actually held his own on the mound.
2-0 count on Trevino.
His position.
Well, at least we didn't get goose egg. Hopefully we have at least another rally left in us in these last 3 innings.
always heard that. Rick Waters talked about him all the time.
Pitch is low. 3 balls, no strikes.
You at third base, you can hang. If there's a bunt, you stay at third. I got third base.
Yeah, but where would they go? I mean, I can't really assume that a lot of people are going to want them. I mean, yeah, I know they got Deion Sanders there, but it's going to take time for them to get the proper recruits. It's not like Deion's going to be able to come in there year one and they're going to win 10 games. I mean, I highly doubt that. I mean, they'll be improved, but I mean, with the way that USC looks and Oregon State, Oregon, UW, Utah, I mean, I just don't think that they're going to leapfrog all those teams. You might be able to leapfrog a team like California or like an Arizona State or something, but double play. Oh, got him. Yes. Let's see if they end up reviewing this, if we tagged him on the back or not. Yeah. Oh, he's safe at first. Yeah, I think he was safe. They're reviewing it right now. He was off the bag, and he just kind of did one of those reach back with the glove to try to get, swipe and get the runner on his back. I don't think he got him, though. And he missed first base, too. He didn't even touch first base. He went over it.
Jimmy Butler's angle from where he was, you can see how he might have been. Yeah, no doubt. A lot of times you have to rely on sound in that situation and not by sight. You have to hear whether that glove makes contact with the runner. I think the fact that the outfielders are still there, I think they know what's coming. And it looks like hard to tell, but it didn't look like it made contact up at the shoulder level either. And then you'll see CB Buckner coming in. He was pretty definitive.
What's the call? Runner is safe. Good. They got it right. Next up, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Last week, where was it? Atlanta. It was a game that ended on just a gorgeous double play that looked like it was not going to happen, but Cappy had a great
2 for 3 today, 2 singles and a run for Torres.
something on the throw. There's a couple others in there, but that throw got away from him. Top of the order is Torres.
You think so? They might be able to win more than that. I mean, but it's tough to say, to look at the rest of the Pac-12 looks, it's like, I mean, we're Oregon fans, and I mean, I don't even know if we have a shot to even get to the fucking Pac-12 championship game. We could be maybe the third or fourth best team, but it looks like there's going to be at least a couple better than us, at least going into the season, and we'll have to prove ourselves. And I'm not worried, like I said, about necessarily the offense. It's the defense that I'm worried about, going against UW and Oregon State and fucking USC and some of these teams are going to be able to put up points, But it kind of feels like it might end up being like an 8-4 record where we're like fourth, and whatever fucking Mr. Clean toilet bowl that we go to, probably play like a team like Iowa State and lose to them again. So we're not very good in the bowl games. Big swing and a miss. Interference on the hitter. Oh, yeah, that's interference. End of the inning. TCU, Nebraska, Colorado State. They could maybe win against Nebraska and Colorado State. That could be 2 wins. Oregon, USC, Arizona State could be 50-50. Stanford 50-50. UCLA, Oregon State, Arizona 50-50. And then Washington State, Utah. So I don't really see a whole lot there, but maybe 1, 2, 3 or 4 wins maybe. Yeah. But the depending on how they play, and it is possible also too that they overachieve and they win more than 5, or it could be a really bad year and they win a couple, like 2 or something. But you just got to think with Dion there, it's gonna help, because they're definitely better. You're gonna have a better team with the recruits with him there, just with his name recognition. So. Now we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Unless they're reviewing the interference, but I'm pretty sure it was. Well, you already know. I mean, if we don't got anyone that's like highly profiled, like a Kayvon Thibodeau, we're fucked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even when we have him, there's no guarantee that a guy like that will stay healthy for us. But it's not like, we can count on our secondary being good every year. Maybe we'll have one NFL guy there, hopefully. Linebackers, hopefully we'll have at least one guy there. And then obviously the biggest problem with us is our D line. We never get enough sacks or get enough pressure on the QB, and we can't stop the run. So until we get like some Haloti Natas, and some DeForest Buckners and, some of these, higher profiled, bigger name Kayvon Thibodeau's on the line, we're never going to be good, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You're going to have to be able to, have the good, strong D-line and linebacking core and the defense. I mean, you have that, then we can definitely compete for a Pac-12, championship. But I mean, at this point, Utah, USC, UW, Oregon State, there's a good chance all those teams are better than us, let alone some of the others I didn't even mention that we have no idea that will be good. Sometimes Washington State is a sleeper. All right, we're in the bottom of the 6th. Leading off is Tom Murphy. Batting 7th in the order. New pitcher for the Yankees, King. 1-1 count to Tom. Let's go, Murphy. That was like low and outside, and then the catcher lost it, and they called it a strike. They just threw Murphy out. I think Scott's going to get ejected now, too. Yeah, it didn't look like he went around either. And the pitch was outside, and the catcher lost it, and it went wild. And then they said the check swing went, and they actually called him out. And he just got ejected. And let's see if Scott Service gets ejected too. Brutal. Did he go? I don't think he went. He did not go around. Yeah, you didn't need to eject him. So Murphy's ejected. Service is ejected. Obviously, Service can go out there just to rally the team up and kind of get them, a little bit more emotion here. Okay. All right, we have a pinch hitter, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, baby. Cal, back. Oh, Judge called it off, and they both didn't catch it. Awesome. Wow, that was crazy. Judge is like, no, and then the ball just dropped in between both of them. There we go. Nice job, Cal. That was weird. Judge pulled up all of a sudden and just let the ball drop. All right, bottom of the sixth. Yankees 7, Mariners 2. Runner at second with no outs. We could get something going here. Second baseman, Jose Caballero. Let's go, Jose. Oh for 2 with a pop out and a strikeout. Jose popped it up. Fuck. 1 away. Popped up. 2 away. Bottom of the sixth. Yankees 7, Mariners 2. Next up, J.P. Crawford. One-two pitch. There we go. Go. Cal gets held to third. Runners on the corners now on first and third base. Nice job, JP. Next up, first baseman Ty France. Javon Holland and Brady Breeze. I mean, there's a lot of players I like. I mean, like I said, I just, I mean, I know what it takes for us to be good. I've been watching since like the 80s. So it's like, I know when our team is good and when our team's not good. But like I said, recruiting has a big part of it. But it's just we never get the type of talent we need to be able to win it all. Luckily, we've been good enough to win some Rose Bowls, with Chip Kelly and then post Chip Kelly with Justin Herbert. But I mean, we can thank Wisconsin for that, but still, it's like the ultimate goal is trying to win a natty, but we're never, I mean, hell, even Ohio State and Michigan get a billion times better in recruiting, and they can't even do it. So, like, unless we, bunched Oregon, Ohio State, and Michigan's teams together, then maybe we could compete with Georgia or Alabama. Come on, Ty. Yeah, back in the day, they would win like none or like one, and then obviously, going with the Rich Brooks era and then to Mike Bellotti, things started to substantially get a little bit better and better. It'll never be as good as it was when we had Chip Kelly, though. That would probably be the best run that we'll ever have in our history, unless we can end up getting someone else like that, or like a Nick Saban to do something crazy and like come to Oregon. But I don't know if I see something like that happening. But that's what it would have to happen. That would be the only way you're going to surpass Chip Kelly is if like Saban came. But that he would have, he has no interest here. But Natty Rose Bowl, Natty Fiesta Bowl, 4 bowl games that were huge in a row. Yeah, you're never going to replicate that. And the talent that we were getting, LaMichael James, DeAnthony Thomas, hell, those guys would never come here, unless we had something special. France struck out.
Wow, what a great vacation.
Yeah, no kidding. The new hotel, the casino, Maslow's Steakhouse.
Don't forget the triple head shower.
Yeah, I don't think that will happen though, because he's already been here and we've already went through the mystique. His mystique isn't what it was back then. Back when he was coaching at Oregon, he was one of the top like 2 coaches, in all of college football, and everyone knew it. You know what I mean? And he gave us, that lift that we needed. First started off at OC before, taking over full time as head coach. Like when we ended up playing Des Bryant, Oklahoma State. That's when he was an OC. That's like when we had Jeremiah Masoli, and we actually were pretty good. And then it went from there. But yeah, and plus if you got him now, he wouldn't be able to recruit the same way that he did when he was a hot item back then. Like we've already seen him coach past Oregon, and he hasn't been able to replicate anything since Oregon. So it's like getting him wouldn't really make us that much better. It's not like we'd be able to recruit the same way that we did when we had him. You know what I mean? I mean, if he decides to come, if we fire our guys and he comes back, hell yeah, I'd be excited. But I don't think it's going to turn like the program around,
You can get a 5% yield and move your cash into a treasury account. Earn a higher yield than a high yield savings account. Get started today.
End of the 6th inning. Let's go to the top of the 7th.
There were 3 visits and things that happened last night. How about Aaron Judge? Like, he's playing hoops or something. He's posting up. Jumps up, makes a catch. Takes a home run away from Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar, he tweeted, "Come on, man." We know each other too well. Sportsmanship is alive and well. Teoscar waiting for him to come in. And this time tonight, a slicing ball off the bat of Hernandez. Judge couldn't get this one. And turnabout's fair play. Judge told me before the game he's seen too many balls hit over his head into the right field stairs with Teo. He was with Toronto. In fact, Teo's got 13 career home runs against the Yankees.
Next up for the Yankees. Aaron Judge. Judge. Back. Gone. And there's that home run that we anticipated. He always goes yard in Seattle. Career 10th home run against the Mariners. 8-2 Yankees. Yeah, just like Trout and Ohtani, they fuck us up here too. Nice job, Aaron. Yeah, right down the middle. You can't do that. 2 home runs last night for Aaron Judge, 1 right there. That's tough. Next up, DHing Willie Calhoun. Yeah, but there's probably someone else out there that we would want more than Chip Kelly, though. I mean, do you think, based on what you've seen post leaving Oregon, that Chip Kelly would be able to turn the program back to what it was? I mean, he hasn't really been that good. I mean, there's been some moments on UCLA where he's won some games that maybe they should have lost, but I don't think I would say that he's been successful at UCLA. It's not like UCLA is winning Pac-12 championships with him there, you know? Yeah, I think I would probably go for someone else. It's like he's more like damaged goods. You know, we already know what we got. We appreciate everything that he gave us the best run that we'll ever have. But I mean, I don't think he would want to come back, and I don't know if the fans would necessarily want him back when there's someone else out there that might be more qualified to get us further. 1 away. But if it did happen, I would be excited, you know, but I just know, you know, he's already been there, done that. Why would he come back? You know what I mean? Plus, you have to live up to that reputation of what you did the first time around. Next up, DJ LeMahieu. Takes a strike. 0 for 3. Strikeout in the 5th. Pitches low. 1 ball, 1 strike. $22 in donos. Hopefully we'll get a goat or 2 to come through to show us a little love. Hang out for a little bit before the game is over. Chopper, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we'll do Mariners Yankees tomorrow with George Kirby, since there's no NBA Finals or Stanley Cup. And then Thursday we'll do the NBA Finals Game 1, Heat and Nuggets. And then on Friday we'll probably do Yankees and Dodgers. And then we'll kind of see where the rest of the schedule goes from there. Chop foul. Count still stays 1-2. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Probably an assistant rather than head coach, right? Head coach is a big responsibility. You know, starting off as like the assistant and then OC and working your way up. I mean, you obviously, you know some football. You're not a dummy, you know, but we all know how coaching is. But hell, if we had a little crew between you, me, and a lot of the people that I know, you know, duck football, I know that we could probably put something together, at least play calling wise or, you know, training wise. Kiner Falefa with another single right up the middle.
tonight. 8 runs on 9 hits as we play here in the 7th.
Next up, first baseman Jake Bowers. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. 8-2. God, this is tough. Hopefully we have a better outing tomorrow with George Kirby, but it could be the same type of thing. I mean, hell, we lost 10-4 yesterday. It's 8-2. Pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Change up there, two-seam change up. Two-seam fastball and the change up combination be good with Bowers here.
Chopped foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bowers.
That's a good two-seam fastball down in the zone.
Mariners in the 07th, 3-4-5 coming up. Julio, Teo, and A.J. Pollock.
0 for 2 with a sac fly in the first for Jake Bowers. Yankees 8, Mariners 2, top of the 7th. Runner at first, 2 away. Pitches outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good crowd out there in Seattle. Lots of Yankee fans drizzled all over 100, 200, and 300 level, as it always is when New York fans come into town. 2-2 pitch. Another single. Fuck, man. Runners on the corners now.
Well, it gets the ground ball, but it's able to find a hole on the right side.
You got to go grab Paisley. Is she being inviting? She gave her food. That's why.
Anthony Volpe, 3-run homer, 3rd inning. 1 for 3. Home run is 8th. They can't get out of Long Beach, California. Played Long Beach State. The Mariners for a couple of games back in 21.
This was a couple of two-seamers on the inside part.
Kacking down at Tacoma, 2-2 in 8 games, an 8.32 ERA in 40 innings. 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
Those fastballs on the inside part and throws that slider away. It's a bit of a sweeper.
2-2 pitch. Got it. Stretch it out for the runners. Not getting any earlier for the Mariners as we go 7th inning, 8-2 Yankees.
Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. Sometimes we try to fit it all in. Sometimes we don't know what's in store. Sometimes we find what we're looking for. Sometimes we're rolling easy free. Sometimes 1 and 1 makes 3. So much to love along this ride. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
This is Dan. Dan is digging a tunnel. Dan really wants to attend the MLB All-Star Week at T-Mobile Park. So Dan is digging. Too bad no one told Dan about the $5 Hit 5 ticket from Washington's lottery. Each purchase comes with a chance to win one of 14 MLB All-Star Week prize packages. But Dan doesn't know that. So Dan is digging. Good luck, Dan. You might want to hurry. Or go get a $5 Hit 5 ticket from Washington's lottery.
They obviously don't know football. I mean, at all. Like, obviously have no respect for any of the other teams in the Pac-12, and obviously haven't watched anybody else, and it has no knowledge whatsoever of football. So, like 11-1 if we have Chip Kelly back in the day, maybe, but not now. Shit, even with Kayvon Thibodeau, we're not going 11-1. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Julio Rodriguez. Paisley's hanging out with me here in the room. Come on, Julio. Eight 2 Yankees, bottom of the 7th. 0 for 3, reached on an error in the first. Come on, baby. 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. What about USC? We'll go point for point with them. But I assume their defense will probably, have some holes like ours does as well, but I'm assuming that they'll be better. Oregon State's good, bro. Like, you've already seen what they've been able to do against us. They're turning the corner now. It's not always like we beat them every time in the Civil War. Now they're starting to beat us, like on the regular. Julio strikes out. All right, next up, Teoscar Hernandez. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Yankees 8, Mariners 2. 1 away. King on the mound for the Yankees. 23 pitches in. 0-1 pitch to Teoscar. Low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on, Teo. Yeah. Pitches low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. I mean, I always keep it 100, regardless if it's my teams. But if I just don't know how the hell we're going to be able to get to like a 10-2 record with this roster. It seems more like an 8-4, and we got to pray that we're the 3rd best team in the Pac-12 or 4th. Like, I just feel there's a good possibility for a couple teams to be better than us. USC, UW, Oregon State. And then where do we fall? Do we fall right there after those 3 teams? Or can we be close to Oregon State or UW or Utah where it's not, they're not beating us by more than a game or 2? But it's tough to say because, I mean, Oregon State's defense, Utah's defense, UW's defense, maybe USC's defense won't be that good either. But, I mean, they're going to have a guy that potentially is a front runner for the Heisman again. And a guy that's going to be the first pick in the draft. So as long as he doesn't have any serious injuries. And then maybe if I'm lucky, Tampa will get him, or I'll get Drake May from North Carolina. 3-2 pitch, check swing. All right, they walk Teo. First walk for King. All right, a new batter up, Taylor Trammell for AJ Pollock. Come on, Taylor. Pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. 18 games for Taylor Trammell, batting 143, 3 homers, 11 ribbies. 8-2 Yankees up in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out, runner at first, 1-0 pitch. Pitch is low, 2 balls, no strikes. Come on, Taylor. Yeah, if we get 7 wins, that means we're going to be 7-5, and that would be rough, you know. Oh, I mean, most of the time when I think about the football season, I think 8-4 or better. 8-4 are the worst. 9-3, that's okay. 10-2, 11-1, 12-0. But you already know when your team is 10-2 or better, and we're nowhere near that. So we're more of an 8 or 9 win team, and it could be as bad as 7 wins if these other teams are getting better than us in the Pac-12. And I know UCLA and USC will be leaving, so I mean that'll help us out. So then we'll be able to battle with Oregon State and Utah for the opportunity to get there once those other 2 schools leave. But I actually was kind of it's good for them. I mean USC, Michigan, USC, Ohio State in the morning during the regular season sounds amazing, but I don't know, just the history of USC and UCLA. I don't want them to leave. But again, they went for the money. Oh, they're terrible. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of places that are out there, but just, not all people that are popular, are a good, sometimes it's just a fad, like the Island Boys, and these certain things on TikTok where it's just like a trend and it's going to die. And then, these people after the trend dies, then, they're just a fad. They're just like a moment in time. Yeah. They got their 5 minutes of fame, but that's all it was, 5 seconds or 5 minutes, And then there's also people that are very, very talented that are slept on, not only on YouTube, but, just overall. So. All right, Suarez is up next. Let's go, Eugenio. 218 average, 6 homers, 34 ribbies this season. Underwhelming quite a bit. 0-1 pitch. Chopper towards third. Ooh, good defense. Got him. End of the 7th inning, 8-2 Yankees.
Start until you buckle up. Seatbelt,
Walk on up, buttercup.
I mean, they got a hell of a lot of more problems. I don't even know if we're any. Obviously, we already know with the coach that we have, it's a defensive guy. But by the time those guys decide to come to Oregon, and then maybe he leaves and they decide to transfer. But I mean, I haven't really seen the benefit of the defensive people that could come to the school. Like I said, when you're on Georgia, that's one thing, but you would think some of those Georgia ties, but you might be able to convince a few people to come with you if they really, really like you or whatnot. But there's just not a whole lot of loyalty in college, football. It's a business. So. All right, next up in the top of the 8th, 0 for 2 with a base on ball, catcher Jose Trevino. Batting second, center fielder Greg Allen. And batting third, second baseman Gleyber Torres. Do you see yourself living in Hawaii for your whole life? Do you ever see yourself going down to the lower 48 and visiting, or like living anywhere besides Hawaii? Or since like your whole family's there, then you're just never going to leave? And obviously you can go from like island to island and go into different places in Hawaii. Maui, Oahu, etc., etc.
Here we go, top of the eighth. Still all Yankees. 18-1 for the Yankees. 207 hits are error for the Mariners. Talking about the Texas Rangers. They're scoring 10 runs or more a game. They've done it 14 times already in the season. Rays and Cubs are second. They've done it 8 times.
They've scored a lot of runs. You and I were talking about it. They've also
0-2 pitch. Pitches outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rangers, Astros, Mariners, Angels, Athletics. At least we're in third right now. We're 4 games behind the Astros and shitload behind fucking the Rangers. 7. Got him. Sit down. There we go. Next up, center fielder Greg Allen.
So McKagan with his second strikeout. Boy, here the
Yeah.
just to get looking.
Well, maybe not just like, like right this minute, but could you ever envision yourself leaving Hawaii? And if you were going to leave Hawaii, where would you go? Would you go to Oregon? Is that where you would go? I know a lot of people like it here. Like I said, it's not as rainy as Washington, and it's not as like polluted or as much crime, and things don't cost as much as California. And we got all kinds of outdoor stuff to do out here too. So, and there's a lot of reasons why people come here, and they, usually don't go back, or they visit often. Not just the breweries and the dispensaries and the wineries that we're known for, strip clubs, if that's your thing. But I just like nature and whatnot, and having Paisley is like, for a while there, I wasn't really enjoying nature and going outside and exploring and going to rivers and lakes and, the ocean and water and camping. And it's just nice to be able to have that. Because sometimes when, we're just doing social media stuff and, phones, computers, TV, all that stuff, like sometimes you lose touch with reality, and it's just good to get out. It's good to get out and smell the fresh air, hear the birds chirp, and go explore. Popped up. Foul. Count is still 2-2. Like for me, I don't know if I could ever leave Oregon, to be honest. It's got everything that I want here. My family and friends are here, but it's just like based on the nature of it all, like probably the only place I could go to would probably be Washington. I don't think I could live in California, but I think I could live in Washington. It's very similar. So Pacific Northwest, but
see if use that away from the right-handers and try to backdoor it to the left-handers, and he did it superbly right there, clipping that outside corner.
It's the 5th plate appearance. Labor Torres, you get a judge on deck. Torres, when they go back to the 6th inning, he was called out of catcher's interference as Murphy was trying to throw it down to get Allen, who's
2 for 4, 2 singles and a run for Gleyber Torres.
third out of the game. And the scorecard, give Murphy 2 on the system. Put out.
Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Top of the 8th. Yankees 8, Mariners 2. 2 away. 1-2 count for Gleyber Torres.
What makes him successful, the ability to move the ball around the plate, change speeds.
Do it over the on and a 1-2 pitch here.
1-2 pitch to Torres. Outside. 2-2 count.
2-2.
2-2 pitch. Got him. Let's go. Let's go to the bottom of the eighth. I mean, we're running out of time here, but at least if they finish strong, that might help us for game 3 tomorrow.
Seattle takes on New York tomorrow at 6 on Root Sports.
Larry, here's the list of things I need you to pick up at Grover.
Boy, that's a long list. I'm gonna be running around all day looking for this stuff.
Yep, better get going.
Next up for the Mariners in the bottom of the eighth inning, 1-for-1, Cal Raleigh. Batting second in the order this inning, 0-for-3 with a K, Jose Caballero. And batting third, 0-for-2 with a run with a base on ball, DHing tonight, Sam Haggerty.
Larry Banksworth and the CEO of Consolidated Community Credit Union.
One of the greatest things we had as a member looked this up online. She said, "Hey, Consolidated, you guys are A+ rated. Like, hey, way to go, CCCU. You work really hard to take care of your customers, and that has to be no matter what. It's a lot of trust that goes into banking, and I think that that's something we're not going to ever take for granted."
From customer to customized. Bank locally, live simply. With CCCU Cascade.
Weird smell in your home? We added a raw egg odor to natural gas to help you detect even the smallest thing. Get everyone outside and give us a call. We'll be there right away to make sure everything's safe, day or night. Remember, smell, go. Let us know. Northwest Natural.
Mariners Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by your Western Washington Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And by T-Mobile. Home or away, get the best 5G coverage in the game with T-Mobile. Bell Harbor Marina just gorgeous today. Here in Seattle. And a new pitcher, the veteran, Ryan Weber. Good right-hander, multiple stops along the way for him.
His seventh appearance for the Yankees. The 3-4.
Ryan Weber is in for the Yankees.
Just 10 in the third innings, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Oregon for 3, Maui for 17.
Miles an hour on his fastball. It's a
All right, come on, Cal. Big swing and a miss.
Comes up empty. 9 years in the big leagues for Ryan Weber. Lining up the Mariners, Tampa Bay, Boston, Milwaukee, the Mariners again.
0-1 pitch to Cal. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Not the ideal, Mariner live stream where you're, getting obliterated 8-2, but you got to stick with it. Like I said, I've been sticking with teams my whole life where it's been a roller coaster. So Mariners, Blazers, Ducks, and Buccaneers. So 1 away. Next up, second baseman Jose Caballero. Let's go, baby.
One game with the Mariners in the 17 season. The 21 season was in 2 games with the Mariners.
Bottom of the eighth. Yankees 8, Mariners 2. Check swing. 2 away. Next up, DHing Sam Haggerty. I imagine a lot of the Mariner players and a lot of the fans are ready to go eat some food or ready to head home. And then tomorrow at 6 p.m., hopefully things turn around with George Kirby. I was too. You know what I mean? That was the first coach that I liked after, honestly, Chip Kelly. And I was like, wow, maybe this could be something special. And then when the Miami rumors started coming around, I was like, oh, he's gone. You know what I mean? But it could have been something special if he would have stayed. And I kind of like Crystal Ball more than Dan Lanning. I don't know if you feel the same way as well. I mean, we'll see what kind of success Dan Lanning can have with us. But I just felt like recruiting, and I just felt like, I mean, we'll see where it goes. But I wouldn't be shocked if Lanning gets, if we try to replace him in a couple years, at some point, especially if we keep finishing 8-4 or 7-5, they can't have him, we need to be better than that. But But it's kind of scary to think you can have a guy, the best defensive coordinator in college football, and he still can't even recruit guys to come to Oregon. It's more of a Georgia thing and Kirby Smart thing. You were a part of it, but but again, on the flip side, as soon as Kirby Smart, gets fired or if he steps down, who do you think the first person they're going to call? Dan Lanning. You already know that. He could give two fucks about Oregon. So right now he is because he's getting paid mad bank, to be here. But long term, I don't see him being here long term. 2-2 pitch to Haggerty. Big swing and a miss, struck him out. God, we're terrible. All right, let's go to the top of the ninth.
No signal. I don't have home internet.
Oh, that's a red flag. Your mom looks a lot like me.
Yeah, couple of hotties.
Thank you.
There's dead spots all over this place.
There really are. Oh, wow.
Nothing. Are you getting a good signal?
No, I'm not. It's time for real home internet. Get fast internet on the Xfinity 10G network for
All right, leading off for the Yankees in the top of the ninth inning. 1 for 3, 2 runs, RBI, base on ball, and a dinger. Aaron fucking Judge. Batting second in the order, DHing tonight, 1 for 4 with a run, Willie Calhoun. And batting third in the ninth, 0 for 4 with a run and a K. Third baseman, DJ LeMahieu. So we already saw Aaron Judge go yard and go deep once. He went twice yesterday, so he's got 3 home runs. Will he go 2 home runs yesterday and 2 home runs today? We'll find out.
What would you do with extra cash? The Department of Revenue returns missing money to Washingtonians every day. Easily find and claim yours at claimyourcash.org.
And that's what I would prefer, instead of, passing the football, I want to be able to run the football. The pass will open up from that, just like Chip Kelly. It looked like we were a passing team just because we had the spread offense, but we actually ran the ball more than people thought just because we were running spread. People assumed we were doing all those screens, which we were, but we were actually running the ball quite a bit. It's like 60-40, 55-45, and then sometimes, we get in that hurry up. And it would be 70-30 one way and 30-70 the other way. But, yeah, and we haven't had a play caller as good as Chip Kelly since he left either. You can tell a big part of the success, was not only the recruiting and the athletes like DeAnthony Thomas and LaMichael James, but the play calling was absolutely the best that Oregon has ever seen and probably will ever see. Hell yeah, bro. Keep doing it. Do it for yourself. Do whatever makes you happy, with the reading and the writing and the study. You know what I mean? Like I'm a good example. Like, I'm slept on. Sometimes I don't have a whole lot of people, in a room. Sometimes streams are big. Sometimes they're a little small. You know what I mean? But that doesn't, make it like where my value isn't strong. Sometimes it's just you just have to wait your turn and, wait for that particular time to come around. Check swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keep grinding it out, brother. It's all about consistency no matter what you do. Not a lot of people will be able to stick to something that's a dream or a goal for 10 plus years, let alone longer than that. So, and there's always going to be haters, there's always going to be people, think I could do that or, saying you could do something, coulda, woulda, shoulda. But the bottom line is 99% of people are not willing to put in the work. It takes a lot of work. You got to be mentally strong. You got to have support. You got to, just have that inner desire to succeed and to be different, and have those dreams and goals and achieve them no matter how long it takes. Like hell, I'm fucking 11 years in, 7 years on here, and almost at 4 million views, and I haven't even scratched the surface of, I feel, the full potential of myself and the channel and the people that are part of it. Judge walks. Next up, DHing Willie Calhoun. All right, Judge has a pinch hitter. All right, top of the ninth, Yankees 8, Mariners 2, runner at first, no outs. Yeah, no Rizzo. Oswaldo Cabrera is the pinch runner. Luis, my boy. See, just like that, you just never know, who's going to be stopping in, like I said, who's watching. You could end up having kind of a slower night, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden you have your boy come in with a $50 dono. Hello, this is Louis calling on behalf of Verizon. My boy, thank you, man. I appreciate you very, very much. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Sometimes, you're just not in the right spot, to be able to be noticed. It's like when I was doing, recordings back in the day when we were doing them on, Facebook, it's like sometimes it's just not the right place. You start somewhere, but obviously, you need to be able to put your talents at the right place to be able to be seen and appreciated by the right people. It's like you get these people that play like violin and piano in the subway in New York. And, you'll get a couple people listening, a couple people, maybe donating $1 or some change. And then you find out that same person that wasn't getting any love is like the number one violinist in the fucking United States. And they were just doing that as like a test, just because, you have that talent. Sometimes when you're in the wrong place, you don't get that full appreciation. And our boy Luis Fernando showing some love. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. How are you doing, bro? Anything that you want to see photo-wise? It could be anything. Shoes, whatever you want, bro. I got you, but I do appreciate you very, very much. Me and Louis used to work together, and it also makes it even more special when we both have grinder mentalities. But a lot of times when you're in like sales face-to-face or over the phone, a lot of times, people drink or they get into other things, and it can ruin your life because it's so stressful being in sales face-to-face or over the phone, and you start to, party a little bit too much, and it affects your life in a negative way. But sometimes people will get out of the sales industry, and then they can work on themselves and do other things. And I know whatever Luis puts his mind to, he can end up achieving it, a grinder. And it makes it even more special when you get a dono from someone that's like your friend. Like, you know what I mean? There's certain friends of mine that never have seen me do what I do. I have had friends that spy on me and watch what I do. I have people that spy and watch and never donate. I have people that watch regularly but never comment. And then you get people like Louise, who's not going to be in here every night, busy. He's got his own life. But whenever he can come through, definitely shows a lot of love and appreciation. And I think we have mutual respect. And you do a hell of a lot more than a lot of people. I'll tell you that right now. I really do appreciate you very, very much, man. And I know how hard you work, for your dollars, with you and your girl, you and your situation, and to be able to use some of that drinking money or shoe money, or taking your girl out money, to be able to show some love for me really means a lot. This is my full-time job, and sometimes things get a little rough, and you do need support. And I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Bang, bang, my boy. $50 dono. 72. Let's get to a hundo. Matt's taking the initiative. Royal Moore Mazda Buick. Nice. 4+ years. Nice. How long have you been working there? And obviously, you're a people person. And the thing is about you, what will make you successful, and I see a lot of myself in you as well, you don't have to lie and cheat and steal to get sales. There's just certain people out there that are just shady fucking people that the only way they can do it is if they have to lie or say something fucked up, to get the sale. So that way they get the commission. Then they get the fucking the chargeback. And maybe they don't, at some point they get paid up front, but you're going to have the chargeback or the customer that's not going to be happy. And that's one thing that, you have always had. And I think Megan and me and a few of us had, where we were never going to be number one out of all of the salesmen. I mean, at some point, if we wanted to be number one and be like everyone else, we could have been, and then we find other things like upsales and a customer service and other fields to work in, Spanish calls, be bilingual, and, me going from the full-time sales to doing the upsales. Sometimes you just have to find your niche. But that's one thing that, for you, it's like you never had to get to that point. Now, you could have, push the limits. Has there been times there's been some sus things? Everyone's gotten to that point, but you're not going to blatantly, abuse the power, even if you can get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference, and that's how you were brought up, and respect that about you. And I think that's why we see, so eye to eye with everything. So I'm happy for you. 2 months. Nice. So what are you doing? Are you actually selling cars? Are you working like in the office and taking calls and doing appointments? Are you a full blown, like, doing the car sales, like car salesman jump off? Like, obviously, if you can do that, it's hard to do, but if you can start to get a rhythm for it, you'll start to get some decent commission and make some money. Congratulations, bro. I'm happy for you. Thank you so much for supporting the brand and supporting me, man. Sometimes it's rough, but I try to be able to set the example. I figured out how to do the thumbnails now all on my own. Now it's just a matter of hopefully YouTube promoting the channel from time to time, to be able to get more people to see the channel. But regardless if I have a lot of people in the room or barely any, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm doing my thing, this is my dream. This is my goal. Obviously you want to be able to try to be making money if you are doing something full time. And, to be able to make money online while I don't have to be on OnlyFans or do it like that, you know what I mean? To be able to use my voice and to do a full-time career, not a lot of people can say that they can do that. So to be able to use my blessing and to be able to do my dream, and it feels good. It took a lot of hard work. People quit. There's obviously some drama with everything, but I've always been fully invested in. Plus, if I sacrifice a Jordan rookie, I mean, obviously we know that I am never quitting. I'm a huge collector, and for a card to be worth 100,000 or more once he passes away, and I sacrificed that for my dream. If I wasn't really serious about it, if I didn't think I was good, if I didn't think I was talented, if I didn't think I had the drive or the passion to complete the process, there's no way in hell I give that card up, because that could have been a down payment for a house or like a Lambo, or a business, so you're pushing the cars. Hell yeah, dude. Bro. Awesome. Congratulations. Louise is like, maybe I'll come stop by in here and there if the money is still flowing, and I'll help you out. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that with the 50. And dude, great news. And obviously, if you can succeed in sales, you can succeed in anything in life. You just have to be able to find the balance, of, not getting like overworked, and that pressure, as long as you're able to, relieve that stress, hang out with your girls, still be able to go out to dinner, go out and go like to the beach, reset, and then get back to the grind and whatnot. And hopefully she's supportive, which I assume she very well is. And yeah, congratulations, man. And that doesn't surprise me one bit. You're so good, bro, at what you do. And you're learning little techniques and working with people and seeing how others that are better than you, how they do it, and then picking that skill up and making it your own. You know what I mean? Like, you could get to a point where, hell, you might be selling a car almost every day or every other day, once you get into your groove. So that is awesome. Congratulations, bro. I'm always happy for the people that I used to work with that are doing something. And honestly, a lot of times, if you have that background, you might walk away from it for a few jobs. And then sometimes that you can make money off of it. And what's better than making money is making money and some more money, like commission. And only the best ballers out there have that ability. Everyone else is going to be working, per hour, but if you can do sales and do it in a good way, you can obviously make money and make extra money. And then you can use that extra money as, play money and whatnot. So that is awesome. That's great to hear, bro. All right, we're in the top of the ninth. Yankees 10, Mariners 2. No surprise. I was wondering that I haven't seen you in the streams in a minute, and I had a feeling that you were going to be coming in at some point in the next 2 to 4 weeks. At some point I figured, I mean, I think we follow each other like on Instagram. So anytime you post, you go to like a restaurant or you go somewhere, I usually try to like it if I see it and whatnot. But yeah, that's awesome, man. Super happy for you. And that's another rare thing that like we can both accomplish, things and cheer for each other's wins, where it's like a lot of people, in the sales industry or not even in the sales industry, people are fucking haters. They don't want to root for other people to win or like be genuinely happy for them as if it were them. You know, it's like, it's okay to be happy for people that are doing big things, even if that means they're making more money than you, or if they're doing financially better than you. Like, your time is going to come if you believe in yourself. You know, if you're just a fucking hater, then obviously that means you have no belief, and all you want to do is just be a hater and drink that haterade. So that is great news, man. 3-1 count to Jake Bauers. Yankees 10, Mariners 2. Top of the ninth. Runner at first, one away. Pitches outside, and he walked him. It's like, kind of, for me, like, you know, it's like I already know that I'm underrated, and I should have, I feel, you know, more subs, more views and everything. But, you know, getting upset about it or getting angry about it, that ain't going to make anything better. You know, all you got to do is just put your head down and grind. And it's like going fishing and going hunting. You know, you just got to keep grinding, and then know that if you're a good person and you do good things, that karma, you know, will find its way back to you. And, you know, you're going to have opportunities that will open up. And I already know that that's going to be the case. So my puppy just peeked her head in here. She's like, yeah, I'm almost done. She wants to hang out. We might go for a walk. Top of the ninth, Yankees 10, Mariners 2. Runners at first and second, batting seventh in the order. One away, Anthony Volpe. Yeah, but again, if you want to see anything photo-wise, you know, let me know. I mean, I want, you know, it could be whatever you're feeling. It can even be like landscape places like here in Oregon, like the coast. It's always good to look at water. Back. Caught by Julio. 2 away. Next up, catcher Jose Trevino. $14-9. Good for you. Just like the Nuggets. Yep. Just like the Joker. You know it, baby. You know what I mean? And I feel like with, you know, a lot of the sport takes and the predictions that I have, I mean, I'm no one is ever going to be 100% right, but there's definitely a lot of ESP moments where I predict stuff and it happens, or I say it and then it happens like very shortly after and whatnot. But, you know, like I said, just because, you know, in a certain place you don't feel maybe the full appreciation doesn't mean it's not going to end up being there. Plus, you already know the type of people that we've been around. Like, anytime you work for a really good sales company, and some of the best sales companies are in the Pacific Northwest, and there's a reason why people are contracted out here, because we're chameleons and we can talk to anybody. And that's why they don't necessarily have people from like Boston or New York or maybe South or Midwest, because with their accents, you know what I mean? And we can be chameleons out here, and we can talk to any race, any age. And so if you can do it out here, I mean, you can do it literally anywhere on planet Earth. And we've definitely had quite a bit of talent that have surrounded us, you know, that have that skill set. Some a little bit more shady than others. But yeah, that's crazy. 14 hours, I do it. And like I said, you already knew getting into that there's going to be some days that are going to be long as hell. You know, there's going to be days where it doesn't look like you're going to sell, or, you know, and then all of a sudden it happens, but you had to put in that 9 hours. So, and I appreciate you, man. But also, too, I think what makes it kind of impressive is that even with where I'm at, even sometimes with limited people, but I could still, you know, do full time. Not a lot of people can even, you know, do a channel part time and be successful, let alone to be able to try to do it full time, which is a difficult task and whatnot. But if you look at where the channel was, you know, when I first started into where it is now, obviously it's a big difference, you know, obviously in the look and everything about it. So, but it took a long time, but we're finally here. And yeah, I just got to grind it out. And I've obviously had to reinvent myself fucking over and over. It's like I started off with football, you know, like NFL and college football, then wrestling, and then fucking now NASCAR, and then fucking baseball, and now NHL, hockey. Like there's nothing literally that I don't touch. So it's literally, you know, and that takes a lot of skill in itself, right? Because you have to be able to read and watch film and know what the hell you're talking about and whatnot. But super happy for you. And all I do is stay home and hang out with my puppy and grind on here every day. But yeah, one of these days, in the next like month and a half or 2 months, if you're free, we should try to link, for like a half hour. It doesn't even have to be for a long time. Just like get a drink, have a smoke, or like meet at a restaurant or bar, just like real quick or something, if we're going to be in the neighborhood. That would be cool to be able to, have a smoke or just like, share a pitcher or just have a beer real quick. And, I go my way, you go your way because you're busy, I'm busy. But yeah, just like the Nuggets, baby. And they should be able to win it all. I would predict that they would win in 6, but it could go 7 games. It's possible. Miami's that, hot team that's like that underdog, but I think the luck runs out with Jimmy Butler and the Heat. As the Joker to me is the best player in the world right now, and they didn't give him the MVP. They gave it to Embiid, and they're hungry. And they were the number 1 seed all fucking year, and no one gave them any clout, any pub. Everyone was like, well, who's going to beat them? Memphis, maybe the Kings. They were good this year. Oh, maybe KD and the Suns. It's like no one wanted to give Denver that like love, and they were number 1 seed all year. So now they're about to smack everyone in the mouth and be like, you know what? You guys, disrespected us and whatnot. Oh, appreciate you, man. Louise with another 60. Thank you, bro. And, to be very honest, things, were kind of rough. You know what I mean? Like Monday, or is that, let me think, January through like April was like really fucking rough. Like, yeah, like had a lot of different things happen. Some people that were heavy hitter donators, had a change of job or loss of job. We had people get very, very sick and go to the hospital and get ill. So definitely the income has, been a little bit harder, than it was last year. That's for damn sure. But I'm not quitting and I'm grinding. And, even if you have to pay some things late, as long as you can keep grinding and doing your dream, that's what it's about. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Oh, Luis Fernando, $60 donor. Bang, 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 bang. My guy said a little bit for you here on the super chat. So that'll go towards your rent next month. And then a little bit for you right now because you probably need it. And yes, I do. Bang, bang, bang. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. My boy, Luis Fernando. My guy. $132. Let's get to $200. And like I said, Matt's been, a regular and he's been here. There's a lot of people that have channels and they have a lot of people and they get a lot of donos, have a lot of subs, but to be able to have like high dono dollar amount with less people, that does scream something, obviously if you only have a few people in here and you could still, hit 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, that's not normal. That's definitely unusual. And it's usually based off the people in the room or the hosts themselves. And it means a lot. It's just almost humbling, that people will believe in me and want me to succeed, that much. And, for even someone donating $1, it means a lot. And we've had someone donate $1,300 for a single dono. I mean, if that doesn't mean belief and support, I don't know what the hell is. And never stop selling. We never do, right? But it's about how we do it. There's always going to be an opportunity where you could be a little shady, but remember, in the long run, you can get the shady sale and it can work out. You can get paid, but doing it the better way and the right way, you might lose money right away by not getting that sale and getting that commission. But down the road, a blessing will come up and you'll end up selling 2 cars in a day when maybe you didn't have anything. So you got to keep that mindset too. And I know you do. So he says, I sell cars, shoes, and other things. Absolutely. I appreciate you, man. Yeah. And like I said, last month was the best month that we had prior to January. But I mean, it's like, to go from what you normally make in like last year to making like, a quarter of that or a fifth of that in the month, it hurts, so sometimes, you just have to try to stay positive. I mean, I don't really drink that much anymore. I cut back on a lot of the alcohol and the booze and whatnot to be more healthy. And I'm walking every day, an hour to 2 hours with the dog and, try to stay in good shape and trying to eat a little bit better, but I'm still, I'm still a foodie. I love going to Flavor Town, so I love going to eat any kind of food. Indian food, pad thai, hamburgers, tacos, spaghetti, fucking steaks, you name it. Whatever it is, if it's food and it's good, I'm probably eating it, So I appreciate you, man. You too. You keep hustling. You keep doing your thing. And, I really do appreciate you. And again, like I said, I mean, how many people do you think, like out of our, based friend group, would support each other like the way that we do? It's not common. So I really do appreciate it. And I also recognize how rare of a thing that is, because in most cases, there's jealousy or shit talking. It's not necessarily support. It's like, or, people don't want to thumb up, something. Just because someone is doing a grind or a dream, doesn't mean that you have to be a hater. But it just seems like, that's kind of how it is. A lot of people don't want to root for you to win if they think you're doing better than them, or you're doing the dream and they're not because they have a bunch of kids or they got a fucked up job or a fucked up situation at home. It's like, you can make whatever, you want. It's just a matter of how much hard work are you willing to put in. But I think a lot of people don't recognize, like, for the places that I've worked at, I worked at a Fortune 500 company when I was 17 years old, when I was learning for some of the best salesmen on planet Earth in the United States, let alone working at places with you where you've done some, sales from like Verizon and the high end stuff through business. To be able to do that type of work, not everyone can do it, and most people crack. And then obviously you being bilingual, so you're able to do that at work, I assume as well, right? So you're actually getting Latin, like Latino, Latinas. You're actually getting Spanish-based people looking for cars, and you're able to fucking help them. And then you're also able to help, obviously, the English speaking people as well. So I assume that you have that in your bag. And I'm not sure if they pay you extra for that, but they should. And if they don't pay you anything extra for that, then you can at least use that as your advantage of making more money than some of these other guys, because you can get to a whole nother customer that's willing to talk to you rather than them. Not being racist, but just if you're Spanish and they're Spanish, why would they, and they only speak Spanish, why would they try to get help from someone that only speaks English when you're standing there and you're bilingual? So you keep hustling too, bro. Right here, man. It's all about putting in the time and the effort and the energy. And you got to do a lot of reading, got to go back to your childhood too. That's another big thing, Louise. Make sure you go back to your childhood, with the toys that you used to have, the cartoons that you used to watch, and rekindle your childhood. Go back to those memories back when you were 5 to 12 years old and how everything was just cool. You go back to that, you'd be really surprised. It'll be refreshing. It'll be like going to the beach for a weekend with your girl, having some good food and walking on the beach and having a nice room and then coming back to work and feeling refreshed. It's the same type of vibe. Well, awesome game from the Mariners. We only lost 10-2, and it was a little bit of a slower night, but you never know what's going to happen in one of these streams. And you came through, and I really do appreciate you, man. Final score: Yankees 10, Mariners 2. The Yankees win. I will be doing the Yankee game with the Mariners tomorrow at 6 with George Kirby, because we don't have any NBA Finals or NHL Stanley Cup yet for me to do. I would rather do that primarily. But again, sometimes we have to have an event to fall back on while we're waiting for those things to come around. And that's what we'll end up doing. So I'm telling you, you do it, you'd be so shocked. Like if you go back and go on eBay and go buy a toy that you had when you were a kid, if you don't have them, or go back and watch a cartoon, that you used to watch, like X-Men or Batman, or for me, Ninja Turtles or Transformers and G.I. Joe. To this day, I'm 41 years old and I watch G.I. Joe every day, at least like 30 minutes. Like I have to have that throwback music. It's like playing Nintendo. Like sometimes you got to be able to go back and do those things, and you'd be surprised. You might not be able to go to a beach, but if you go back and play some, 64 or PlayStation 1 or Nintendo, or, watching an old cartoon, the smile will be from ear to ear. Or playing an old video game that you used to play back when you were a kid and you haven't played it since then, and you pick it up and you play it, like how that makes you feel. So I'm telling you, there's plenty to choose from, you know what I mean? Depending on how old you are, it could have been something as simple as SpongeBob, and you think, well, I'm probably not going to be able to, and you don't, like you can smoke, you can drink, you can be sober, but just to be able to go back, into that time period. Like for me, I got all kinds of stuff here on the desk that's, old school. And it's funny too, because my mom had my old wrestling ring, WWF, and I had Big Boss Man, the Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch, Hogan, and Ultimate Warrior. And then I don't know where it is. So then me and my dad had to recreate the collection on eBay. So for the fact that I have my, figures back when I was a kid, and these ones are so dope because it's like you can do the arms and they move up and down and they have like the motion. Bro, this right here for me is just like $50 to $100 enjoyment. Like some people want to go to like the strip club and whatnot. Like you get me an old school toy that I used to have and play, with the wrestling figures back in the day when I was like 5 to 12 years old. And then I actually have that figure again. Like it's just wild, man. Like it makes me want to be able to bust stuff out, but I can't, open stuff that's been sealed and whatnot. But I'm telling you, like I said, going to the beach and going to water, I usually try to go to the lake close to the house, with Paisley, just because it's good for my mental health. Like seeing water, that's why I like Discovery, History, and Nat Geo, because usually they'll have Alaska programs or something with water, swamp people, hunting gators, or wicked tuna, getting the big tunas, but it's the water part of it. And, sometimes you just got to know what heals your soul. And for me, it's like the old school toys and the memories and the cartoons from the 80s and 90s, and that's a nice little escape, and then also video games, going back and doing that. Like I have one of these Nintendos and I got like Ninja Turtles, Turtles 2, the Manhattan Project, Excite Bike, and sometimes just getting a little bit of video game in, even if it's like 30 minutes or less, you'll be surprised on how much it makes you like, it boosts that level. Like where you could be like good, but then you're like really good after that, or maybe you're not doing too well, and then you're going up a little bit. So I love you too, bro. Until next time, keep selling those cars, and thank you so much for your generosity. You're one of the most generous people, and it means more because we actually are friends and we know each other. And a lot of times when you are ex-coworkers and friends and you're both doing your own thing, that's unusual for someone to be that gracious and nice. So I do appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for the 60 and the 50. It really does mean a lot. Keep hustling, keep selling those cars. And even if you can't donate, come in whenever you can and stop by. If you ever see me, online, which is going to be pretty much every day, you get bored, come hop in. If you decide to donate, great. If you can't and you just want to say hi, come through, say hi. I always get a smile and I always feel better when I see you. So I appreciate you, man. Don't be sorry. You guys are a good team, and it happens. It happens. So I think at this point, the matchup is over. We've got a chance for me to talk to Louise. Johnny, I hope you enjoyed that win, and you enjoyed last night's win as well, 10-4. There's a good chance that you guys will sweep us. We have George Kirby on the mound tomorrow. I will be doing the game at 6 o'clock Pacific time. So I do appreciate everyone that came through. Louise came there right there at the end in the clutch. Huge, to be able to save the day. Shout out to everyone that donated, liked, commented, shared on Twitter. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Shout out to Matt for taking over on the dono side. I do appreciate that very, very much. And you're always here. You're always a regular. Shout out to Louise, Sarah, everyone else. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Louise coming in the clutch with the 50 at the very, very end. And then also a 60. Mad love, man. Appreciate you very, very much. And we'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Yankees, Mariners, part 3. George Kirby on the mound. We could get another blowout, but I hope not. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your night. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Okay.